I'd like to hear the story.
Yeah.
Bam, we're live. Good morning. Good morning, Caleb. Good morning, Souza. Sorry, guys, about the no cat shear this morning. I apologize. Rambler, I apologize. Jake Chapman, I'm looking forward to seeing Souza's handiwork with that cable. What cable?
Oh, it fell.
What
whole
cable?
hour.
Oh. Soon. You know what? I'll just at the end of the show remind me. As soon as the show's over, I'm gonna order another one of these or a few more of these. I wonder if they even have them in different colors. Oh, I guess I have to have black to hide the cable. Okay, I'm gonna order some black ones of those, and I'll put it behind there, and there will be no more cable sightings unless I hang something from the cable. Thanks for coming over yesterday.
Thanks for having me. That was a blast.
Oh, that's a very provocative picture. Hi, Spiegel. How are you? Hosanna. Wow, that really is. That's a cool picture of her, and the way he has it framed and all that. Like she's spying. Like she's spying on us.
Like
she's watching Caleb change in the men's room. Hey, thanks for coming over. I'm so proud to have a friend like you that gets along with my family so well. Thanks for. Thanks for. I was so when you left yesterday, I felt like such pride that you're so good to my boys and that my boys get to meet someone like you. It was fucking cool.
Thank you. It's so nice. Thanks for having me over. You guys take care of me so well over there. I feel bad. Good. I'm just like taken care of. It's awesome.
Oh, okay, good. Perfect.
Meeting your friend was amazing.
Yeah, what a trip, right? You guys want to start off with the crazy show?
You should tell them the story.
When during my homeless phase, my Jesus phase, my ascetic phase, I read this series of books written by a man named Carlos Castaneda, and I think the first one was called Don Juan and the Yaqui Way, YAQUI or something. Don Juan and the Yaqui Way. Anyway, it's a whole series of books, and there's all this speculation about whether the books are true or if he completely fabricated them or whatnot. But it was like a psychedelic hippie series of books. And in the book, Don Juan goes to Mexico. Yeah, those books. Yeah. Journey to Ixtlan. God, I loved those books. The Teachings of Don Juan, Carlos Castaneda. I can't remember. I think that was the first one. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Separate Reality. Yeah, I was fucking addicted to those books. And there was a book in there. One of the books in there was and all the covers were crazy. Like there it is. There's the crow. So Carlos Castaneda, The Teachings of Don Juan, The Way of Knowledge. That one. I think maybe that was the first one. Anyway, and I got really into crows. And so I would wake up pretty early in the morning wherever I had found a place to sleep, and I would get up like at 5 a.m. and I would walk around and check out the crows. And there was this huge group of crows that lived in this town that I was in, Isla Vista, California. So I'd walk around and check out the crows. And one day I walked out into the middle of this. There were little parks everywhere. And this one particular park, none of the kids are ever used. It was kind of in a weird location. And it was grassy, probably like a 4 or 5 acre park, not too big. And no, probably 10 acres. And in the middle of this grassy field, there was a man sitting out there in the grass, and he had a cardboard box with him. And as I'm following the crows flying across the park, it's probably like a pack of like 20 of them. I walk past him and I say, "Hey, what's up?" And it's a homeless guy. I'd never seen him before. And most of the homeless people I stayed away from because I didn't stay away from them, but I didn't engage. I knew them all. They were drug addicts and drunks. And this guy was an older guy, and he's sitting there, and I go, "Hey, what's up?" And we start talking a little bit, and I realize he's not intoxicated. And I tell him that I'm following the crows, and he says, "Oh, I know. They gave me this to give to you." And I'm tripping, right? I'm like looking around like, what did that guy just say? The crows gave you this to give to me? And he opens up the cardboard box and then hands it to me. It's a big box. It's big. And inside of it is a giant nest, and it's a crow's nest, he says. And he gives it to me. So I stay friends with this guy for like 2 or 3 years. And I introduced him to so there were like 5 or 6 houses in town where like I could sleep in the backyard, or I could go eat, or I could shower. There were just the kids there had fully embraced me, or letting me bone them, or any combination. I shouldn't call them kids, college students. And so and people really took a liking to him. And he's the kind of guy you would have him at your house. He never asked for anything to eat. He never asked to stay the night. He never taxed the system. He could just be sitting on your couch with a bunch of college kids doing meth and getting drunk or just whatever. It didn't even matter. He didn't care. He was so chill. Anyway, so for probably like 2 or 3 years, he was just cutting my homie. Like we hung. And he was significantly older than me. I was probably 25, and for all I knew, he was 60. So, or 70. I had no idea.
Still don't know.
I still don't know. Anyway, so after like 3 years of that, he vanished, and it was a little bit traumatic to the group. There were like 20 of us in this group, and it was a little traumatic because we didn't know where he went. And so, I was talking to one of my other friends, who I'm still friends with to this day. And I was talking to her, and I said to her, she said, where's Raymond? And I said, the last time he showed up in my life, I was reading this book. Maybe if I start reading this book again, Raymond will show up again. And she said, okay. And I started reading that book, and 6 hours later, I saw Raymond. And then we hung out for another 2 or 3 years together after like a 2 or 3 year break. It was very bizarre. And he knows a lot of crazy shit. He says a lot of crazy shit. He thinks in archetypes. So some people might think he's crazy, but you just have to change. You have to change the way you think a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. You have to change the way you think to understand him. If that makes sense to you. That kind of started making sense to you, right, Caleb? Souza, when you were there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not that he's saying it's not that he's made. It would be like to speak to someone that only speaks. Well, I'll give you an example. So sometimes he'll just view the world as just the Last Supper, and everything he's talking about is just the archetypes are just the dudes who are at the Last Supper, and no one else will have any other names. It's a trip.
Yeah,
but it's very insightful. He'll tell you some very insightful shit. And anytime you're like, maybe this dude's crazy, then he drops something on you that's like, well, I guess you're right. That is true.
Yeah, he balances it back out real quick.
So I didn't see him for like 10 or 15 years. I didn't see him for a long time. And my wife and this friend of mine were saying, but everyone knew where he was. He was up in Northern California staying with a guy and his wife. And that guy and his wife got a divorce. So no one knew what happened to Raymond. Raymond was staying in their backyard for like 10 or 15 years. And so we started talking about him and wondering where he was. And this one day I go to this Starbucks that I had not been to this Starbucks in 2 years because of the 49ers season. And I went to this Starbucks, and sitting outside was that dude. Right after like my wife and this friend of ours were talking about him. I'm like, what the fuck? So I sat down with him. I took a picture of him. I brought him back to my house, and I thought we had him again. This was like maybe 6 months or a year ago. I can't remember. And we had him for a couple of days, and then he vanished again. Well, just this fucking past weekend, not this past weekend, on Tuesday, I was with these people again, and they're like, hey, what happened to Raymond? I'm like, I don't know. He was around for 2 days after not seeing him. And what's crazy is that I never had seen him in Santa Cruz, right? I had only ever seen this guy in Santa Barbara. That's 320 miles south of here.
That's a ways away.
So for me to run into him at a Starbucks in Santa Cruz is absolutely fucking bizarre.
Bizarre.
I tried to get him to live in my backyard. I took him in my backyard and showed him where he could live. I'm like, hey, you can build a domicile back here. Anyway, on Tuesday of this past Tuesday, we sat around and we're talking about where he is. And I threatened to start reading the book again to manifest him. And fucking yesterday, when I was at the beach with Souza, and on the ride home, I look over and it's standing in front of a church. There he is. I fucking pulled over and scooped him up. Dude, what the fuck? And we hung out with him yesterday for 5 hours. It was crazy. It was like Souza was meeting Snuffleupagus. I've told so many people about this guy, and it's so, I can't even tell you how magical it is. But that's the Cliff Notes, and maybe it's time. But I've talked about him before for sure.
And he brought gifts and stuff.
Souza's like, it's weird. He doesn't even smell. Yeah, he has no vibe or nothing at all. There's nothing. There's no.
No, he does not. He does not.
He might as well be a
bad.
ghost.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's
It's
very
like almost
calm.
like he's not there. Yes.
Yeah. It's such a trip. We are homies.
So that's Raymond. Someone sent me this in a DM. Hey, I wanted to mention that my mom had me at 42 years old. This is a lady wrote this to me in my DMs. She started having babies around 22 and had a child every 2 years. I'm the youngest of 9. My mom had me when she's 42 years old, and I'm the youngest of 9. My mom started having kids at the age of 22. And she always says her last 2 were her easiest pregnancies and births, so 8 and 9. She was also told that myself and the child before me, my sibling before me, would have Down syndrome, and that she needed to abort. And she did not, and here I am today. It's crazy when we do those stories like that, what comes out, right? Doctors told her mom that her and her sibling would be tarded and that they should abort, and they did not, and the babies weren't killed. This show should really be called the Patriarchy Show. I want to show you. There's so many things I want to show you. This lady, right? I found this Instagram account. I found this Instagram account this morning. A friend of mine sent it to me. I don't even know if it's a friend is the right word. Like, I'm definitely cultivating a friendship with this person. That's for sure. There is no greater proof of the neutering and desexualization of humanity than the passivity with which most women respond to the routine, short-term, of medical kidnapping of their newborn babies. The medical kidnapping of their newborn babies. Not to mention the fact that women elect to give birth under medical custody in the first place. These are some powerful words. Birth, sex, and death are a continuum. This lady's name is, her Instagram is BAUHAUSWIFE, Boss Housewife, Ba Housewife, BAUHAUS, Ba Housewife, Ba Housewife. Dude, this account's gnarly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You know what else is interesting? I just realized she has 9 kids, and she says her last one. I think she has 9 kids. 2, 4, 6. There's 6 in that picture. Maybe she had 6, but she said her last one was her easiest. Dude, this account. If you're a woman, if you're a man,
you're a human.
Dude, you know what's crazy too is like, imagine like I'm the patriarchy. I'm the motherfucking patriarchy, and this fucking woman makes me powerful. Like, you want to be a strong man, read the shit this woman says. This is fucking warrior woman shit in here. This is like, I'm a fucking woman. You ain't fucking with this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Most men can't handle a woman like this. We're not made for. There's too many pussies. This is like real woman shit. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know if I dig her bangs.
It does not take a village to raise a child.
Oh yeah, where's that one? That one.
Scroll up. It was right in the middle.
Oh yeah, this one's crazy. I read this one too. This one's crazy. This is just this is communication. Here we go. It does not take a village to raise a child. This is communitarian propaganda.
Communitarian.
Yeah, a collectivism is just fucking retard thought. It's Nazi talk, by the way. It's how they end up getting control of you. If everyone just worries about themselves, good shit happens. But you have to understand people are good, and you have to trust people. Raising a healthy child takes a parent with strong boundaries, integrity, discernment, and the courage to protect the child from the corruption of the village, thereby imbuing them in groundedness, self-responsibility, and individuation, while remaining part of the world and in right relationship with others.
Damn.
Yeah. Authentic community can only arise among humans who are different enough to retain the capacity to think independently of the group. I'll read that again. Authentic community can only arise among humans who are differentiated enough to retain the capacity to think independently of the group. That's you guys.
Damn.
That's fucking you guys. This lady's describing you guys. Think independently of the group. This shit right here, strong boundaries, integrity, discernment. The boundaries and integrity, I think I learned boundaries. I don't know who taught me boundaries. Integrity for sure. Dave Castro and my wife had a huge role in that in my later years. Discernment, fucking Greg gave me the balls to trust my own discernment. Courage to protect the child from the corruption. That's probably my wife gave me that. Yeah, it's cool. You got to find, there was something, and there's values, which you guys have seen. Like, I'm starting to really understand values. Oh shit, look who liked this post. Josh Raingold. Remember we had him on?
Yep, guest of the show.
Yeah. I want to click this. Is that cool? I want to see what he's doing. What's he doing?
Riding a horse.
Oh, I do. Do I follow him? I do.
He's probably shadow banned.
Yeah, for sure.
He's probably had the same amount of followers for the last 2 years because Instagram just buries him.
Yeah. Oh, he's yoked.
Yeah.
Shepherding.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. Yep.
There's your new Budweiser commercial right there.
I'm almost a little scared to have that woman on.
Why?
I don't know.
She seems like a wordsmith.
She's good. She's fucking good. Okay, let's just keep going. This is the Patriarchy show. This is where I tell women how to behave based on what women have told me on how they should behave. I stole it all from women. Patriarchy plagiarizing. Because I'm fucking half as strong as half the women I know. How about yesterday? How about yesterday? That doctor. I don't want to poo-poo doctors, but how about that doctor yesterday? She said, "I love performing breast reductions and hate being pregnant."
Sounds like a womanizer to me.
And that's the first thing I clicked. It's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, you didn't have to look far for the crazy, right?
Absolutely. No.
It's just like the second post.
What was the post again? Do you remember what the post was? What was the post? The post was tarted, and then it was like,
wasn't it a comment? Didn't she make a comment on somebody else and then it led you to find hers? And then the first one you clicked was talking about she enjoys doing the breast reductions because then she gets to see how good they look in their, and she literally said costume.
Yes.
Like even that wording was weird, right? Like she's gonna like the way you look in your costume.
Eric Wise, I don't know what happened to. Yeah, that was pathetic.
Weird.
Imagine that's your daughter. I want to get my boobs reduced so I can fit into my costume.
Fuck.
I'm going to go to the doctor. Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with wanting to. Yeah, Morgan Martin, MD. Dude, these are I've been to doctors like that. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Caleb.
From morning chalk up. Sorry, Katie Gannon, but I expect nothing less than the shit that the shit flies that Emily Beers probably attracts. It's fucking nuts.
Did you see Mike's comment?
No, where?
Cool
Mike?
boys.
Oh, let me see. Sevan, don't be so narrow-minded. I wish I could afford penis reduction surgery. My back is always in pain and women are scared off most times. I know that's the problem with me, Mike. I alienate people with my strong opinions, and I apologize. You're right.
Goodness.
As I will make a concerted effort to be more gentle in my wording. I don't know. I'm serious. Judy Reed, shit flies different from regular flies? Question mark.
Yeah, they're worse.
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I wish Caleb would chime in. Caleb, is there a difference between shit flies and just your regular house fly, or there
are all sorts of different flies. There are horse flies. They're like shit flies.
Is there one called a shit fly though?
No, I think that's just a regular fly.
Oh, okay.
But there is a horse fly that's like probably the size of your eye. And they
Yeah,
bite you.
I've seen those. And they land on you, and then it's like you can see them doing something with their face, like they pull out gear that they're gonna drill into your fucking arm with.
Proboscis.
Yeah, proboscis. Yeah, I saw one land on me one time and then start pulling out its gear. I'm like, you're not even subtle.
The flies that are in Jordan just land on you and crawl around you. They don't like do anything, but you can just feel them like crawling around like your head and your arm and shit.
Oh, that makes sense because I've seen a lot of that on National Geographics.
They're so uncomfortable.
They'll just like land on the person that interviews face and like crawl around, like fly off.
Why is Hiller wanting to know if Alex Kazan is natty or not? I don't know if he wants to know. I think horsefly, deerfly. I think he's just. I think it was just a big topic, and he was inspired to make the video. Yeah, that horsefly, that nose thing can like unfold into like just a full blown drill bit and fucking mash you. Deerfly. It's typing what? Oh, and there's the shit fly on the left there.
This one?
Jake Chapman, Sevi, look up Dutch sperm donor. Maybe later. Thank you though. Appreciate it. That's cool.
Jake's baiting us.
Remind me in a bit. Jeez, those horseflies bite. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Look, can you play number one? This is. I say this with you with peace and love. This is kind of what I want to say to you. But even since I've heard this, I've evolved even more. Anyway, let's
sent me a post about a client of theirs reconstructing their hymen to please her husband. She is in tons of pain, but she's okay with it because it's pleasing to her husband. I live in a city where people gift their 18-year-old daughters boob jobs. By 20, many girls are doing filler. Butt lifts are a dime a dozen. Mommy makeovers, the standard. And I have a ton of clients with breast implant illness. It's actually extremely common. And many with pelvic floor pain following vaginal rejuvenation surgeries. It's incredible that we have the technology to enhance the whole body. Everything is on the table. And yet so many people are getting sick from it, emotionally and physically. It's the product of a society where we are made to feel that we are more lovable and desirable and acceptable when we have fuller, bigger, rounder breasts, bigger butts, fuller, plumper faces. And as someone who wants people to feel safe in their bodies, empowered, I often wonder if that also means supporting those choices, not judging people for those choices. I'm still not sure, and I'm working it out. What I do know is that I am tired of judgy spaces, black and white thinking. You want to be in my club? You got to think like me. Thinking I know what's better for someone else is alienating. But also, I am tired of a culture that prizes forever youth and that leads people to make decisions about their bodies from a place of vulnerability. It's hard not to be judgy. I don't have the answers. I just have the thoughts and the questions. Someone sent me.
I think probably she's good in bed. I do. Can I see what a hymen is? Here's the thing. I love what this lady is saying. Maybe I just want her to be good in bed. I love what this lady is saying. And when I heard it, I was like, yeah, that's me. But like, I just can't get past the judgmental shit. I just can't. Your hymen is a piece of tissue covering or surrounding part of your vaginal opening. It's formed during development and present during birth. It thins over time and tears. Some people will feel pain or bleed when their hymen breaks, but most will not notice. So it's like just a piece of dry skin that covers your vagina that falls off. Can I see a picture of it? Can I see or a drawing?
I'm definitely not going to pull up a picture of it.
Can we see what about a drawing? Can we see a drawing?
The private chat.
Artist rendition of it?
Um,
Let me see.
Oh boy. This is
there's one. Vaginal opening hymen. Oh, so that hymen's, did you see that one? So the hymen is still there, but it opened up in the middle, and is that where the penis goes? It goes, your penis rubs along the side. What the fuck? Why would you rejuvenate your hymen? I'm trying to understand.
Because it's on the menu. Why not?
Caleb,
yeah.
Can you see me? So the hymen's it's the opening around where the penis goes in.
Yeah.
And then there used to be a flap of skin over it, and the flap of skin opens a little bit. So when you put your penis in a girl, the hymen's like the O-ring. That's the part rubbing your shaft.
Yeah. and then it like loosens as you penetrate.
Okay.
It's probably the best way I can explain that.
What the fuck? Why would you let your lady do that? Michael C, some things are not meant to be understood. I know. I know. Oh, Jake Chapman, it's a washer. Yeah. Okay. That helps.
Oh, there we go. Now I got it.
Yeah.
That's a good way. Yeah.
This is fucking. I want to blame men for this. This is your.
The patriarchy strikes again.
Why? Well, this patriarchy will not tolerate that shit. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, that's the patriarchy. I won't tolerate that shit.
Keep my hymen tight.
I so hope my boys get a fucking chick like my chick. My chick is so fucking cool. It'd be fucking. Her brain isn't bothered by any of this shit. What are you doing as a woman that you're thinking about tightening, tightening?
Well, maybe they're in the
Your
industry.
hymen. Oh,
like it's
then it's even more. Then it's even less reason to tighten. You mean like if you're a porn star? It's like it's a business expense.
Well, is there a visual element to it too? Like is it just a bunch of?
If you're down there with your eyes open, you.
I'm just saying, if you're in the industry, you don't need to have your eyes open.
Oh, right.
Part of
There's
the
a camera
shot.
down there. Right. Good point.
I just want to feel comfortable in the costume, Sevan, and that makes me feel comfortable and confident.
Kenneth DeLapp, vaginal hubris. That means like arrogance around the way your vagina looks. That's kind of cool. Juxtaposition words. Hey, that shit's not going to bring you happiness. That shit is not tightening your hymen. You could die from that. I guarantee you, people have died going under the knife to get all sorts of plastic surgeries.
Yeah, you can't make like adjustments like that to your body like it's some sort of car and not expected to go wrong.
A doctor that would do that, I know I'm not supposed to be judgmental, but fuck it. A doctor who would do those surgeries on a woman is not even a real doctor. You're fucking Dr. Frankenstein. You might as well just go back to fucking Auschwitz where you came from and do some shit on the Jews.
Is this all type of stuff just like enhancements in humans it's just a natural part of evolution? And we start with the superficial bullshit first, but eventually you'll have a contact lens in your eye that like gets lasered in there, but you could zoom fucking a mile away and see perfectly clear.
$6 million man.
$6 million man.
Saunders, loose lips, sink ships. I don't know. Oh, I see what you're. Yeah, I see. That's good. It's good.
Damn,
hey,
John.
You know what I like too is when he's like, he thought that, and he's like, that's a good line. I could just write it, and it might not get seen, but I'm gonna invest $2 into this to share this with society. Awesome.
You nailed it, Josh. Thank you for that.
Michael C. Sevan, a head coach, not a doctor. Okay, so yeah, it's a head coach that gets. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, this surgery should only be when absolutely necessary. Also, where did informed consent go?
They didn't hear past "you'll look better."
Oh my God, is this fucking true? Listen to this. Christine Young, I know someone. And what do you mean you know them? Like you've touched them before? You've put your hand on their shoulder? Or you read it in People magazine. Christine Young, I know someone who's very obese and had her vaginal area repaired because of a drooping of the clit area. The whole fucking thing down there is drooping. That's what the vagina does. It droops.
Maybe hers was extreme. Like it hung really far, like down by knee level.
Judy Reed, I don't know, Sevan. My dad was an OBGYN and he had to do these types of surgeries for women who had lots of babies because their uteruses would literally fall out when they squatted down. Wow, interesting. Like a prolapsed uterus.
All right. Well, that's different than the costume fitting.
This is the greatest compliment of all time. Why do I feel 14 years old again when watching this show? I know this is good. Okay. And then all of that being said, there's a kind of a thing there like, let's not objectify women. All that being said, I'd like to show you just a fucking crazy. Do you guys think this body's real? Number 2. This is a fucking woman right here. It's crazy how my algorithm like sends me shit like that. Like, yes, Sevan, we know that you don't look at this. I think this, you should cruise around this girl's Instagram. I think this girl's body's real. This body's nuts.
Come check this.
This is a bra test. Bra 1A, bra B, bra C.
Come check this. Come check this.
I think bra C.
Okay, that's A.
Mhm.
All right.
B.
C.
C.
I don't even think C is a bra.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just a shirt.
Hey, I thought that too. Look, click her account. Look at her body. I think this chick's body's real, and it's like it's crazy. She's like just click that one on the left. Like look how thick she is. Look at this. Yeah, I think that's her real body. Hopefully she'll show her ass. What did Laura Sanko say? A dump truck.
Dump truck.
My God. Anyway. So there's that. There's a clip of us like don't objectify women and then straight to objectify.
Well, technically she asked. Like she made it. She wanted to be. She wanted it to be voted on. Right. It was very clear that was appropriate.
Yes. Okay. Number 3. More patriarchy from the patriarchy. God, poor Meredith Root. She's really. I don't know. It's poor Meredith Root. I should thank her. This patriarchy thing. I'm really embraced the role. I want to be the patriarchy. I want. Whoa! What is that, Caleb? Oh, I thought that was a
fucking cat, dude.
That was crazy.
Just a hog coming.
Hey,
by.
That cat just farted. Now it's wafting it in Caleb's face. It's like, shh, smell this. Listen to this. Listen to this fucking lady. I think this is. I think this lady was like. I think this is Margaret Thatcher. I don't know, but she looks familiar from when I was a kid. Oh, there's Margaret Thatcher. Listen to this fucking. This is some woman shit here. Here we go.
Just don't like people to do things for themselves. Socialists like to get people dependent on the state. You'll never build a great society that way.
We're all unequal. No one, thank heavens, is quite like anyone else, however much the socialists may pretend otherwise. There is no such thing as public money. There is only taxpayers' money. I seem to hear the stench of appeasement in the air.
Socialists.
Fuck them. Those lowest common denominators. Those lowest common denominator fucks. Fuck those guys. More patriarchy. Number 4. More patriarchy. This is the Sunday patriarchy episode. More patriarchy. Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is so good. This is where you want to work. If you're a go-getter and a self-motivator, this is where you want to work. Here we go.
A rule that there's no crying in the office. If you have to cry, go outside. Okay? And if you're sensitive and somebody hurts your feelings, I don't give a This is not group therapy, so get over it. We're not really mean, but we'll say mean things to you for sure. So just know, if you're crying or you're having a bad day and you've been knocked around, the best thing to do is to come back. Some days just suck. And if I stopped this business every time somebody said something mean to me or I felt bad or I felt like I was losing everything, I wouldn't have been in business more than a month, okay? A rule that there's no...
That's our HR package when you get hired here.
Is it?
We just sent in that video.
Hey, there's a chick to the left of this chick wearing a tube top dress that's like don't wear that. It's not working. It's not working. That guy's a buffoon.
Oh,
you just know.
Did you see this new person commenting now? We birthed the new character.
Buster Hyman. Good morning. New to the pod. Oh, hey, Buster, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Yeah, look at that tube top on the left. Don't wear that.
Wait, is that a tube top? How do you know it's a tube top? I think it's just a low cut top.
Either way, it needs just a narrow strap to give the illusion it's being held up. I'm not a fan of this, like where it's just wrapped around your titties.
What if it was a dress? Would it change your opinion?
No, but worse.
Worse. Okay.
Yeah, it gives me this illusion that the tits are being pulled down. Even like a thin banana strap spaghetti banana strap.
wrong one.
That's what my wife uses on me. Spaghetti strap. It's a small spaghetti strap just to give the illusion of the tits being pulled up. It doesn't even have to actually pull them. Jake Chapman, she's hiding the cables like you should be. Oh, you think she has like those invisible ones? I've seen those.
Oh, like the little plastic ones. I like the cable. It gives it character.
You like the cable? Oh, that cable. Oh, yeah.
That cable.
Hey, I saw a dozen really high. I saw really fucking strong men get destroyed because of mentally and emotionally not being able to handle that type of work environment, and strong women.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have a boss like that, it's on like Donkey Kong. And I would just watch people just get fucking people who think like, if you're not everything that lady is saying is true.
Yeah.
I spit in the wind of all this stuff where like you should have boundaries and all that shit, but I don't think with your boss, not especially if you're young and you're ready just to go balls to the wall. You're 25 years old. Just take the fucking abuse and sack up.
Especially if you were in context of a company like CrossFit, where you're really like
a starter,
mission
like a
driven.
starter.
It's
Yes.
a startup. It's mission
Yes.
driven. Like
Yes.
you guys are all like, this is going to be big. It's going to change the world. Like especially in that environment. Like if you want soft, cushy, like just go to like some well-established corporate job where you could just kind of like slide in and get by.
Yeah.
But also you're going to have no success there.
No.
You're just going to kind of do your thing, slowly climb the ladder,
Your soul is going to rot there.
Yeah, you'll end up hating it more. But if you get treated that way in that type of environment, then you're getting the hell out of there. You wouldn't last because there's nothing driving you.
I want to show you what it's like probably at Meredith Root and Alex Parker's house where there is no patriarchy. Actually, I don't know that. Maybe they do have patriarchy. Maybe they're closet patriarchiers. But number 5, this is what it looks like when you don't have fucking patriarchy. This bullshit. Here we go.
9-year-old Kieran Clausen collects crystals. She dabbles in face paint and she loves sports. To Kieran, who's transgender, it's not about racking up victories.
I don't want to win any trophies for it, though. I feel like that's the most unfair way to compete because it's not about winning.
What's it about?
Having fun with your friends for it, though. I feel like that's the most unfair way to compete because it's not about
that's scary. You saw that?
Undeterred, with a message now about her journey.
Never stop being you. That's it.
Pause right there.
Being
So when you hear a child who talks like that, by the way, that voice, especially that old, you know something's wrong. My kids are not allowed to indulge in fake voices. Like something happened. You guys all know women like that. Something happened to their voice because it got stuck or something bad happened to them. That when you hear a voice like that, something happened to the kid. By the way, that's a boy.
Yeah.
So, just so you know that the parents, I mean, you saw the way the mom was talking, the way when the kid talks. Did you see that? So the kid's talking and the mom's like saying the words like you're saying them exactly the way I taught you to say them.
Dude, we've seen a lot of weird shit on this, like and played it, but that I literally felt like uneased by watching the mom.
That's horror film shit.
Yeah.
Keep going. Wait till you see. This is Greta Thunberg vibes. Yeah, totally. Keep going. This gets crazier. Here we go.
you.
There's so many kids that don't even have the opportunity to express who they really are.
Oh, you thought the child come up with this by himself? No. The title of this video was Mum Caught Coaching Child During Trans Interview. But I'd go further to say this mother, if you can call her that, has been coaching and conditioning this kid his whole life. This woman has psychologically abused this little boy to feed her own narcissism. That's the thing. It's always the parents or the adults in these children's lives that plant this seed of this dangerous social contagion. You couldn't ask for a better cover for Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Where's child services? Get that kid out of there. Child abuse and neglect is not only legal now, it's celebrated.
9-year-old.
Hey, I want to show you something. That guy's what's LSKD? That guy's wearing an LSKD hat. What is that?
That's that CrossFit brand.
Okay. You will never see someone stand up for kids wearing no bullshit. Do you know why? Do you know why? All you guys are waving a noble flag. And you know why you're waving the noble flag? Those of you wear that shit? Because they gave it to me free, Sevi? Well, that's one of the reasons. Hey, dude, they're fucking just a few degrees of separation from fucking insane shit. Remember, they force their people to get the injection who work there. They support those fucking psychopaths over at Outwad. And those people support this kind of shit. Do not wear no bullshit. Just fucking get over it. Do not support that fucking shithole company. Remember, that's the guy that said, we killed ourselves to get to this NFL job, this NFL contract. That's what the guy said in the Instagram post. Remember? Yeah, of course you killed yourself. You forced your people to get fucking injections.
Mm.
This is all. Don't put your money towards that shit. Oh, but Sevan, I really like those shows. They're my favorite. So what? Michael C., my name is officially being changed to Mr. Eaton Beaver in honor of the Sevan Podcast and Caleb. Dude, Caleb, holy shit. You know what I just saw?
What?
Would your wife let you do that?
Do what?
Name your first child Eaton?
Oh, no way.
Come on, dude.
No way.
Come on, dude. Oh my God. How about Slain? Slain. How about just Slain?
No, probably not.
His child's name is just one big joke.
These are my kids eating and slaying.
Eating, slaying, and Harry.
Oh my God.
Hey, if you don't do beaver here,
are there any, say that again, Susan?
I was saying, is Eaton or slaying beaver here? Eaton or slaying beaver?
Hey,
They're
can
twins.
you, Michael, thank you for this. Caleb, what are some of the people's, are there any crazy names in your house that kind of work, like in your household? Like, what's your dad's name?
Jerry.
Drillin'?
Jerry. Oh, yeah, Drill. Poking. Jerry Beaver.
Yeah, no,
What's-
none of our names have like any.
Oh, Mike, what's your mom's name?
Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe Beaver. That's really your mom's name, Bobby Joe Beaver?
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's a fucking cartoon character like from Bullwinkle.
I know.
Hey, think of all the. Don't let fucking your last name bully your first name. Don't let it limit you, Caleb. If you want to name your kid Eaton.
Just to make up for the fact that the last name is Beaver.
Oh my God.
Eaton
Bob-
beaver.
Oh my God. I think Audrey sent me a video of her doing pull-ups yesterday.
She did. Do you want to see it?
Topless.
Wait.
Are we allowed to show it?
She not sent it to me? What the fuck?
Just like the one from last.
Dude, her
time.
body's gnarly, dude.
She just no repped me in your video. She didn't send me any pull-ups.
Yeah, her body's crazy. It is worth if she's okay with us showing it, we should show it. Her body is like something. It's out of this world.
Said sure, why not?
Where is she? What state is she in? Someone should get her. Someone should date her. If you haven't courted her, yeah, look at this. This is nuts. This is nicer than the girl's body that we showed in the show. Oh, this is posted. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
put it on story.
find her and like court her. Look, she has a space. Is that her garage?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She has a tree in her garage.
Yeah, that's the
Isn't that-
second time you've commented on that.
Yeah. Well,
on her tree in her garage.
Yeah.
God, no wonder. I think that's like. I just feel like that's a foreign country she's in. Look at that. Look at that. Negative. My God.
it's got
Those are
back
Alex
abs.
Kazan's triceps. Yeah, that chick could bench too. Yeah, I'll date her. Yeah, you should.
Well
someone
done.
someone needs to date her. Sevan loves my tree. Why is it inside? Winter? Take some. Yeah, strict chest bar. Yeah, savage. I know, and those shoulders. I know that. I had no idea.
She's a rapper at thumbs. Was that a play off the Rich Froning bench press thing?
Probably. Yeah, someone should be servicing, making sure Audrey is everything's good.
Oh.
Okay, number 6, money lessons. I wonder what this is. Money. Oh, these are lessons in money, how money works, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's my mission now.
This right here.
No, figuring out everything I can about money and studying it. Hence, as Raymond suggested.
Oh, okay. I like
I
that.
told Grace that, and she was like, "I'm kind of afraid. Was he okay in the house with the boys?" I was like, "Yeah, he's totally cool."
With who? What?
Raymond. When I was telling her the story of him.
Who? Oh, Grace.
Yes.
Yeah. I know it's hard. It's hard for people to understand. I know.
Oh boy.
What? Oh shit! Wow. Oh my god. He looks just like Caleb. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Somebody found a childhood picture of me.
Eaton Beaver.
That would be nuts.
Manny Spiegel being warming and welcoming. She has bigger arms than you, Sevan. I know. I like it. I feel safe. I'd feel safe in those arms. Someone should feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. My wife's probably got bigger arms than me. Okay, action.
Please.
So the $10 trillion that was an increase in spending that you highlighted earlier, to put that into perspective of what folks back home, when you hear trillions and billions, if you spent $13 million every day since Jesus Christ was born, you still would not have spent $10 trillion. And that is just the increase in spending that the one-party Democrat rule did over the last 2 years with Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer leading the ship. And people wonder why inflation has gone up 14.9% in those 2 years when inflation was 1.4% before all that spending started.
That's please.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
When you see Audrey's body, do you think Democrat? No. I mean, I know that's my bias, but I just don't. I
think that's so good that in that video he contextualized what that actually means, because I think we throw these numbers around and stuff like that when it comes to spending, and people just have no idea. There was a guy who did a great video.
13 million every day since the dude with long hair was here.
Yeah, crazy.
Jesus. I don't even know if he's real.
Have you seen the
when
video?
was he born? 2023 years ago, supposedly?
Supposedly.
Dude, 13 million every day since then.
Think of how much $13 million was back then.
Oh, yeah.
You could have got Jesus to fuck. You probably could have slept with Jesus for that much.
There was a video, I can't remember where it originally started from, but a guy put like his finger into the sand, right? Made a little indent. And he said, okay, that represents like $10,000 or something. And then he fast forwarded and did it for $1 million. And he's got this little grid of it out. And he goes, and that represents $1 million. And then he does it and they have to get a drone and they zoom out. And he goes, and that represents $1 billion. And the whole thing was just this gridded dot that they all put their fingers in to represent the $10,000. And it was so massive.
To scale. And it was to scale.
So that way you could see, like you could contextualize, like here's 10 grand. If I give you 10 grand, everybody would be stoked. Here's what $1 million, here's what $1 billion looks like. And by the way, that's how much of our children's future they're spending. Children's future.
Sevan, what is the obsession with hating on Democrats or Republicans are just as rubbish and trash the U.S. economy as well? Anyone can feel that. I hear you. I have no argument. I think you're asking it in sincerity, and there's a very clean answer for it. I'm going to wait and see if some people in the chat will tell you. But because I want to talk about Audrey's body a little bit more. Oh, here we go. Audrey, I don't know what this means. Sevan type of hippie. I haven't used shampoo in 4 months. Yeah, I didn't. Your hair looked great. Jake Chapman, 40 pieces of silver a day. I'm not gonna do the pedophilia stuff. I don't know. Difficult. If you saw the piece we did yesterday of what's happening in Minnesota. They're basically, I think it's going to pass too. There's a law in Minnesota that protects people from being discriminated against based on their sexual orientation. So like if I want dick in my mouth and I have a penis, that there's a term for me that categorizes me as gay. And if my employer finds out I'm gay, they're not allowed to discriminate against me. Well, there's the list of other things they can't, like if I had a pussy and I like to eat pussy, they can't discriminate against me for that. There's a whole list of things that people you can't discriminate against. They want to amend that law so that if you rape children, if raping children is your pastime, and one of the ways you like to have sex, that you can't discriminate against that person. And I'm not going to do that. So like, I don't care what the Republican Party does. I don't care if they lie about Dominion. I don't care if they, like right now, I don't care if they see blacks as equals. I'm willing to see black people as equal for the time being. I don't care, you know, I'm gonna do all the cool stuff the Republicans do. I'm gonna vote against slavery. I'm going to support equality. I'm gonna do all the things the Republicans do. Until every last thing that's harmful towards kids like that is gone. And if that means getting rid of the Democrats completely and I have to walk around pretending I'm a Christian, so be it. God bless those motherfuckers. I will beg for Jesus to save me before I partake in anything that looks like hurting children. Amen. Yeah, I hope that explains it. That's a real simplification of it. I could give you 600 other things that show that they want to hurt kids. Amen. Sean Sullivan, Christ is King. Amen. Do you guys do this stuff? We used to do this as a kid.
Fitting.
Yeah, exactly. Extra sloppy. Yeah, I'm big time pro discrimination on kid fuckers. Yeah, and I like the fact that I do like the fact that the Republicans think that they believe in equality. It's that, so that part's kind of cool too. I like that. I think I can get on with like Chinese people and white skin color not being an issue. And I don't really like crime. I don't think you should be able to shit in front of my mom's house.
Yeah, open drug use in front of elementary school is probably not cool.
Yeah, I'm not big on I'm not big on needle exchange in black neighborhoods to keep keeping the black man down, even though that's kind of not fair because all the footage I see of drug use in neighborhoods, it's always white people. That is interesting. You never see the ghetto footage, you never see like just people sitting around doing drugs. That's always just the white neighborhoods. The black people must do drugs inside or they don't do them. Yeah, crime is overrated, all that shit. Yeah. I hope difficult does that you can call yourself a Christian and want to hurt kids. I totally agree. I know. I'm not saying that you can't do that either. I hear you. And I'm sure there are Christians that hurt kids. I'm just saying in general, I think that the party that is right now always seems to wanting to be hurt kids. Your words, not mine. So you do see that as hurting kids, right? Diddling kids. So do I. And so I'm just not doing that.
You see Florida's moving to pass a law to allow the death penalty for pedophiles.
No shit. I'm not for that though. I'm not doing that.
You're not a death penalty guy?
No.
Why? Error of killing an innocent human. There's like an opportunity for that to happen. So
2 reasons, yeah. And I when you kill someone, you make a killer. And I think that's a serious I think that's serious. I don't know enough about pedophiles to know what to do with them. Florida lawmakers unanimously advanced bills seeking death penalty for pedophiles. Look at that dude with the red hair. Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like
fuck this.
That was an interesting.
Hey, but I'm not dying on that hill. I have no like. I'm not I'm more against abortion than I am this. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to see me like do a show where I'm like defending pedophile, accidentally killing the wrong pedophile, or accidentally killing someone who wasn't. I'm just not going to do that. Yeah. Here we go. This is good. This is good. Difficult. This kind of, I appreciate you guys helping me understand my thoughts. Hypocrisy of the individual is one thing. What he's saying is if like you're a Christian, you're the priest at the Catholic Church who's diddling kids, right? That there's some hypocrisy there. I think. I mean, I don't know a lot about Catholicism, but I'm guessing you're not supposed to do that. But legalizing and actively promoting and hurting of kids is categorically different. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So there's that. $10 trillion, people. Brace yourself. Okay. The weather machine is so the weather shit's true? That's not conspiracy theory?
Like we're DARPA or something like that?
We're in a full-blown, it's full-blown now? It's
They've been working on that for like over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Like that machine has been in existence for a really long time.
And isn't that the company DARPA that does it? Or
DARPA is a government organization, but yeah.
So it's funny how the algorithm just helps me. The algorithm actually helps me make this show. Once I start dabbling in one thing, then it'll just take me off in the direction and start giving me other shit. It's kind of crazy. Heidi Kroom, I love objectifying women's bodies. Me too. But the only problem is that word has negative connotation. I looked up the word the other day. I like objectifying all things. It helps me understand things. Like I need to objectify the hymen. I hear this word all the time and I need to know. Oh, and then someone explained to me it's the washer that used to have like a thin piece of paper on it and then it breaks and welcomes the penis or the tongue or whatever. Or the finger. How about the other day that meme where the guy wakes his girlfriend up? She's like, my husband made ribs at 3 a.m. and brought them to bed and woke me up and we ate them together. And then fingered me. Did you?
No.
That was a meme from a few days ago. Oh, it's so good. I just saw that and I'm like, yep, you got it, dude. Oh my God. You bring your wife ribs and then next thing you know, you're fingering her. Fucking dudes. Okay, let's listen to this lady with the good skin.
You're saying the government has created weather tampering techniques so that the, quote, New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans.
Worldwide.
Millions of Americans and to control the rest.
Yes, sir. And that's my belief. As bizarre as that sounds, if somebody had told me that equipment even existed 10 years ago, I would have thought they were nuts, sir. And at this point in time, we have all the documents to prove it. And if you think that 85 tornadoes takes place in the middle of our growing area by simultaneous accident, I'm sorry. With the equipment that's already set up internationally, and as bizarre as that is, it is proven and documented. We will supply you with those documents. As bizarre as that is, I would say that weather wars, and this is quoting actually Senator Claiborne Pell himself, that they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world, and that's the senator's own statement. So yes, I do stand on that.
Thank you. You're saying...
So wait a second. So now we're going to have the left saying that we have climate change because there's too many people driving cars, and the right is going to say it's weather machine, it's weather shit. Hey, you know what's crazy is in California they're about to start banning diesel trucks. And can you believe that? And there's a real big concern it's going to fuck up the supply chain. Do you remember we already showed on this show that there's an oil tanker out there, or a cargo ship out there? I don't know what they put in it, but there's 15 of them on our open seas, creates more pollution than all the cars on planet Earth. 15 of these ships, and yet in California we're trying to mitigate the problem by going after the trucking industry. It's fucking people in California are retarded. You know people who like Gavin Newsom, right? Weren't we talking about that?
Hardcore. Like
the governor of this state's going after what makes the economy flow. That's your way of fixing the weather or the pollution.
It's better than going backwards and being oppressive. What was before that? Oppression, discrimination, hate. That's not the party that I'm for.
Trish knows me well. Sevan falls all over himself for a TikTok filter, mommy nodding and pointing at camera. That was a filter. I did notice how nice her skin was. Listen, someone fucking find Audrey and put a fucking ring on it. Are you out of your fucking... I fucking love diesel trucks. The sounds turn me on when it cranks up. What the fuck is going on here? How the fuck has someone not handled that? Someone who has,
Maybe
dude,
somebody tried.
really?
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, this is the kind of chick, like, if you like get in your truck and drive around the country all over North America and just bone her in all the fucking state parks, she is fun. Work out at CrossFit gyms, have sex in state parks, and hang out with her. Holy shit, she's cool. You go shooting with that girl. Diesel trucks turn her on. She sounds like the dream girl.
And she's got a tree inside.
Yeah, and she has plants. A tree, yeah, not some like silly fern that she's been trying to keep alive.
Yeah, that she drags in and out of that room.
I don't know if she's taken it or not, but that's like if you're like a 22-year-old soul searching man, that's who you want to get a camper shell, a truck, and her, and drive around for a couple of years and just fucking have fun, make memories. Oh, speaking, when I think of objectifying people, like this dude in my head is just, I objectify him all the time. He's just a statue to me. I think of him as just like a dude on OnlyFans. And I just to picture him like when he goes outside, he has to carry an umbrella because it rains beaver on him. That's seriously how I think of him.
That's
not
probably
eating
not that
beaver.
far.
Yeah. Oh, she's 35. Perfect. Even better.
No, same age as me.
Hey, oh my
Jesus,
God, Tyler,
old.
I want to tell you something about 35-year-old women. There's a window in there, 35 to 40. Holy shit. Is she taken?
No.
Yeah, dude. Tyler, you will have your fucking world flipped upside down.
Yeah, she said there's no ring. Oh shit. She's all right. Her and Mike. See? You were right, Sevan.
Yeah. I mean, you guys should just fucking, yeah, just eat meat and fruit and vegetables and do work out and how old is pool boy? Hey, if you've never met a 35-year-old woman, you're in fucking serious yeah, 35 to 40. That is the sweet age for women. That they are. It's
more
nuts.
patriarchy talk. Sevan,
Yeah. It's nuts.
More splaining.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Does anyone disagree with me?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's like that. Those cars, those rigs need a lot of servicing. If you're game. If you're a mechanic who wants to get in a lot of fucking practice, yeah, you don't have to do much. That 35 to 40, you just be there, just be present. That thing does all of its own shit. Yeah. Where someone said as a woman, JV team, as a woman, I agree. 35 to 40 is, but yeah, you guys are fucking nuts at that time. If you're a man, that should always, I don't care if you're 17 or 70, that you want a woman who's 35 to 40. Yeah, to 43 is fine too. I did tell you the fringes of that are great, but kind of it's okay to have older, but maybe not. Yeah, 34. Brace yourself, buddy. Here we go. Yep. You better be ready. I suggest supplementing with arginine daily. Okay, enough of this. I'm embarrassing myself. Okay, number 8. There are so many. 68. It doesn't stop. It only gets better. Okay, good. I know. That being said, my wife's almost 50, and there's like the only thing is that I have to initiate more. I went fucking 10 years of just fucking running from her, and now I have to run at her. But other than that, yeah, it's still fucking crazy. I have to go out and start the car. It used to be the car was always running. Eaton Beaver. My wife is 40. Eaton, you're only fucking. You were just born fucking 15 seconds ago. What do you 40? We've been camping for the weekend. No kids. First time. Use your imagination. I had to put up the white flag. Yeah, no shit. Arginine. I'm telling you, arginine. I'm telling you, arginine. GG strong. I'm still running from my wife. Yeah, there you go. See, is she Garrett? Is she 35?
Garrett, what's up?
Garrett, let me know if you've done when you start doing podcasts. I want to start listening. Trish. Last night my bussy was blown out while watching a video of Susan manhandling a D-ball. Jeez. Okay. Number 8. There's so many good women. This is crazy Sunday show. I actually am turning a little red. I'm getting a little red hot.
I like how like half of our listeners are like headed to church listening to this too.
Yeah, it's fucking a mess.
Like, okay, I'm in the
The
parking lot,
vagina
I
is
gotta go.
sacred. I hope the vagina is sacred. Okay, here we go.
Why is dating so hard? Social media got these chicks thinking that they got something they don't have. So they only fuck with niggas who got bread and then turn around and be mad when them type of dudes who got a bunch of money want every bitch. Look, they charge broke niggas to chill with them. We want to deal with dudes who don't have no opinion. That's why you see a lot of these bad chicks with these goofy ass, soft ass niggas who ain't gonna challenge them on nothing, who ain't gonna ask them no questions. Any man that got his own shit taken care of, don't need their money, don't need their pussy. They don't want to deal with a nigga like that. They want a nigga that they can talk to crazy and disrespect them because they don't want no structure. They scared of real men, you feel me? Because a real man ain't gonna let them talk crazy and do all that goofy stuff.
So modern day men are more feminine, more than ever.
Definitely.
Why is dating so?
Hey, I really want a friend like that.
That dude.
Yeah, I want a friend who's just like every other word out of his mouth is nigga and he's juiced to the gills and like I miss that. I don't have that in my life. I'm in fucking Santa Cruz.
Well, be intentful, head to the East Bay and start working out at 24-hour fitness.
I need some of that in my life. I wonder if there's like a rappers group around here or something. Like, you know what I mean? You know how there's like Christian groups or Jewish groups or like the roller skating club. I wonder if there's like a rappers club. Like the 6 black dudes who live in Santa Cruz are part of it.
The Players Club.
He is talking rubbish. Like I don't know. You think he is? At most, the most argumentative thing I would say against him is like those are the girls he's hanging out with, I guess. I never knew any girls like that. I never knew any girls like that. Yeah, Sevan, he could carry you on his back. You could become one organism. Yeah, I'm fucking. I would just. Yeah, I don't know any girls like that. You know girls like that, David, who are like that, that want bitch ass men. I don't think any of them do. You do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's probably the most racist thing I've ever said. She says, this is the absolute whitest thing you've ever said. I wonder if there's a rappers club. Well, I assume that if there was a rappers club, there'd be black dudes there. Hey, listen, Santa Cruz has a basketball team, and it's the Warriors G team. And you don't, if I see someone tall in Santa Cruz, I always think that they're part of the G team. Like if I see someone who's like 6'4" or taller. Because you don't see that very often here in Santa Cruz. And then if they're black, for sure I do. So that's just me.
Patriarchy strikes again.
Wow, this is interesting. And this could be true. He most likely wants those women he complains about status symbol. Fair enough. I possibly. But I think that there's tons of good women out there. Like just shitloads and shitloads of them. I don't even know what that means, but I guess we have to define good women. You think there's a lot of good women out there, Caleb? I figure you'd have your finger on the pulse more. You're kind of in. You don't know.
The women that I do work with are pretty
seem
cool.
Like good people.
Yeah, like they pursue men that are very structured.
They do pursue men who are structured.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, both of you are kind of in a weird place. You're in the military and you're in a CrossFit gym. You think there's a lot of good women out there? Like if you had a bunch of, let's say you had 3 sons who are 20 to 28 in age range, would you be like, man, you got a lot of good choices?
I couldn't make the discernment just off like the woman. I'd have to see her family. Because my dad would always say...
That means he doesn't see a lot and he doesn't want to say that because he doesn't want to offend the women at his job.
No, my dad would always say the same thing. And he would say, son, when you start to get interested into a girl and she takes you home and you meet her parents, study your mom because that's who she's going to be.
Oh.
Literally. That's what it
Yeah.
said. And then the other one was, if she does it with you that easily, she does it with everybody else that easily. You're not that special.
Oh, yeah.
That
yeah.
was the
Wow.
other thing he would tell me.
Yeah.
And they would also say, if you get her pregnant, it's 100% your fault. And that's your fuck up. And now you have to deal with it. Don't bring that shit around the house, though.
If you
Not
get her
the kid,
pregnant,
the
it's
sex.
your fault. If you want to know what she's going to be like when she's like older, look at her mom. And if she fucked you on the first date, it's not because you're special.
Correct. Life lessons.
I love performing breast reductions and I hated being pregnant.
Not a good candidate.
That's the doctor. That's the doc, an MD, your local doctor. Nah. Rap's been appropriated by white people for a while. Go to freestyle rap, breakdance, graffiti event, probably 80% white.
Yeah, but you threw breakdance and graffiti in there.
True. Oh, all right.
It's because your hog is big and she can see it through your
Who's she talking to?
I don't know.
I like this word hog. Number 9. Number 9, I didn't even write anything. I wonder what number 9 is.
It's a mystery.
Oh, this one's good.
This is good. Okay, good. Thank you. Caleb doesn't say that very often. Oh yeah, this is good. Here we go. Racism. Here we go. The black man and the Mexican man speaking. We caught this with our undercover cameras. Here we go.
You know the difference between a Hispanic and a stoner?
What?
Stoners have papers.
You know the difference between a black father and a boomerang?
What's that?
Boomerang comes back.
What's your favorite band? Juan Direction?
What's really long and black? The line at KFC.
You know the difference between a Hispanic.
I think the best one is that first one. The difference between a Hispanic and a stoner. Stoner has papers. That's pretty good. Number 10, Trump. You think Trump? So Trump, it's Trump versus Biden again. That's where our country's going.
Oh yay!
Oh boy.
This is kind of scary. High school history book pushes debunked narratives about Trump. At least 5 advanced placement AP American history textbooks covering former President Donald Trump's presidency push debunked narratives and partisan talk points on Trump himself, his supporters, race relations, and more, according to a recent report. The books, written by various university scholars, are endorsed by the College Board and used in classrooms across the country. Dude, they should have not even had that slide and just showed us what it said and where it was said. On the 2016 election, nearly all the books baselessly claim that Russia helped Trump become president in 2016, though it's been supposed influence on social media, with one saying it disrupted the American election process. The book either omit or quickly gloss over the fruitless and unprecedented federal investigation into Trump's allegations, alleged collusions with Russia. One book attributes Trump's electoral victory to angry white men, while another say that he appealed successfully to nostalgia for a time when people of color and women knew their place. This is fucking insane. I'm done with it. Hey, send your kids to school, people. This is it. This is what they get. They also failed. Go back. They also to the Obama one. They also failed to mention that.
Sorry.
It's okay. They also failed to mention that Black Lives Matter activist narrative of the police shooting of Michael Brown was debunked by former President Barack Obama's Department of Justice. If you ever want to see the craziest shit ever, go to CNN, ABC, MSNBC, choose all the liberal news outlets and watch and find as much information as you can and watch the story of Michael Brown. It is nuts. That was the Black Lives Matter first poster child.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude is a fucking bad person. This dude was a bad kid. I don't want to say he was evil, but he was a massive man, 18 years old, 6'5", over 300 pounds. The footage of him like stealing and pushing people, the store owners around, and reaching into the cop's car for the gun. It's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. All the books that cover the fatal shootings of Trayvon Martin without mentioning the evidence that led to the jury to believe that his white killer acted in self-defense. Yeah, it's do not send your kids to school. I cannot fucking believe. I guess I can believe it's in our history books. That is what fascists do. They change history.
I was trying to find, because it's completely relevant to this, with the they did like a poll on if teachers were willing to share who they voted for and if they leaned left or if they leaned right. And it was like crazy overwhelming.
87% of teachers, I think, in the school system are Democrats.
And I think the only reason why,
and they're crazy Democrats too, right? They lean way left.
Yeah, and the only time that there was a little bit more Republican voting people were the math and sciences, and that was just a small sliver of a percentage different than everything else.
I thought turntable was biggest fuck ups by the Dems, in my opinion, the lies about Russia, Libya, etc., and the acceptance of gender affirmation. Yeah, it's all the wording too, right? Like, and even the people on the right do it. Like, they keep referring to the pandemic as like that's not what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You're more honest if you say scamdemic. At least you're at least being more honest. Number 11, the patriarchy. Look at the irony of this. How fucking how confused. By the way, this is what you want. This is God, I love this. This is the patriarchy, people. If you don't like this, then you're on the wrong fucking planet. This is the patriarchy. This is totally normal what you're about to see. This is healthy man shit you're about to see. Action.
You want to come on? Come on. You want to flex now? Come on. Come on. Right there, you look good. How old are you? Huh? How old am I? 22. How old are you? No, you're not. You don't look a game of 45. Get out of here. Get out of here. You look good. You look awesome.
Two bulls meeting in the bathroom. Old bull and young bull. Two bulls meeting in the bathroom.
Could be wholesome, could be
young
weird.
Kid, 22, can't even believe he has this fucking body. Can't even believe it. He's tripping. He's tripping. He can't even believe it. 4 years ago, he's a skinny nobody. He's fucking looking in the mirror. He can't even believe how swole he is. He's having fun. He's fucking tripping. Old guy walks in and fucking like, hey, shows him that, hey, you can keep going. This is going to be like this for a long time, baby.
I think that was staged. You know why?
Why?
Anytime you go into a public locker and there's a dude over 70, they're just walking around butt naked with their arms hanging out.
Right.
You can't tell me that guy had pants. That was real.
And it's kind of douchey. Like, if you set your camera up in a fucking men's locker room, you're a douche.
That's so weird to me when they like film or take pictures in the bathroom. Like,
the best lighting.
That's not patriarchy. That's just men loving on each other's bodies, wholesome. Isn't that what patriarchy is? Patriarchy is just man shit. That's what man shit is. That's right. Can we look up the definition of patriarchy again? I thought it was just man shit.
Yeah, I think that's
everything is man shit. Everything is man shit. Loving women, protecting women, man shit. Protecting kids, man shit. Laughing, man shit. I'm not saying they're not exclusive to men. A system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it. No, I haven't seen that definition. That's my first one. A society communally organized on patriarchal lines. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. There's man shit and there's women shit, and then there's where they cross. A system of society or government in which the father or eldest male is head of the family and descent is traced through the male line. Let me see some other definitions. Do we have any other definitions? No, you don't have to be excluded. You're included. You're absolutely included. A social organization marked by the supremacy of the father in the clan or family, the legal dependence of wives and children, and the reckoning of descent and inheritance in the male line. I don't like that either. Uh-oh, I might be using the word wrong. I have to read this. I might have to cancel this whole show right here. Let me see number 2. A society or institution organized according to the principles of practices of patriarchy.
You can't use the word in the definition.
Can I see another definition? I thought I saw one the other day that was just basically like, this is man shit.
That's Urban Dictionary. Patriarchy, man shit.
Yeah, you are using the word wrong. I am. Oh, darn it.
No, we'll just reassign a definition. That's cool.
No, I don't want to reassign.
We'll just do a reassignment.
have a disdain, sloppy, 100%. Like sloppy, my use of the word. Yeah, fair. I deserve that. I'm trying to reclaim it, Heidi. I'm trying to reclaim it. I think I just love man shit. We'll just keep going with it a little bit more. We'll go with it, and then I'll apologize at the end of the show. Number 12, more patriarchy. More patriarchy.
Like how we're using it wrong, and right back to using.
Yeah. Look at this. This is fucking classic. So this is men. This is so funny too. Notoriously liberal West Hollywood had the brilliant idea of replacing police officers with unarmed safety ambassadors. Let's take a peek at how that's worked out during an assault in progress. This is absolutely amazing, but this is the kind of shit you see. Here we go.
There was this man kicking his vehicle, and I turned my head and I saw the block by block officers were crossing. I was literally flabbergasted because they walked right past just like they were just like nothing. There was this man kicking his vehicle.
You know how crazy you have to be like, I'm going to put myself out into the community and try to deconflict assaults without any, like, without a taser, without pepper spray, without a weapon.
Or if there's got to be at least 20 of you, right? They should be rolling deep.
These fucking nerds are crosswalk guys. Like they're not.
Yes, they're holding a stop sign.
That's the patriarchy right there. Hey, that's the patriarchy that Meredith and Alex want right there. That's what
them boys.
That's the dudes they want.
Oh my goodness, they're just crossing guards standing there, like, oh, we don't know what to do.
Don't forget your reflective belt.
Okay,
Yeah,
play that again. So that guy in the white t-shirt right there, thinks it's cool to kick off this other dude's side mirror. Is that okay? Let's watch. Play one more time.
And I turned my head and I saw the block by block officers were crossing. I was literally flabbergasted.
Oh, he needs them.
They walked right past just like they were just like nothing. There was this man kicking.
Unbelievable.
It's just the guy's voice and being like, I saw the block by block safety officers and I was flabbergasted. Oh, no fucking shit. You idiot. And what'd you do? Oh, I filmed it.
I want to say this right now. If I'm ever in trouble and I would love a good doctor to take care of me. I know that there's a lot of fucking good doctors out there. And I know there's a lot of doctors that know their limits. I know there's a lot of doctors out there that aren't just like doing horrible fucking shit to people. I'm sorry that you get lumped up with all these other fucking bad apples. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of them. That being said, I hope everyone in their life at least once gets to experience the importance of having a strong man around when shit hits the fan. Because it's the difference. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty fucking impressive when you see men do men shit. And right in that video, you didn't see any man shit anywhere. Well, the guy who got out of his car and need the guy.
Yeah, the one dude who served up homeboy in the street. Hey, that would be such a good bit if I wore that like crossing guard thing and then tried to ticket people for offensive language.
Oh, that would be
But
awesome.
we did it in like Berkeley.
Yes.
So we saw them like agree with it and like take a ticket or something.
Hey, and they're in Berkeley, you're not allowed to use the word like female.
Exactly. I would just stand there
that's
and
a
then
bad
over
word.
here, then go, excuse me, guys. I just heard your conversation and there was some non-inclusive language happening here. And I just want to let you know as part of the block, please, I'm going to have to cite you today. And then I write him a ticket.
We'll do that. We'll add that to the list of things we're going to do. Trish, men are gay. That's correct. I don't know if it's exclusive, but it's
Strong correlate.
There's a definitive. Yes. There's definitely number 13. Dudes, just dudes. Maybe I'll switch to dudes. No more patriarchy, just dudes. Look at that.
She's man shit.
I knew this show was for me to get smarter.
Hey, remember Spike TV?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it around still?
No, it'd get canceled now. But think about it. Like that's what we could do. Just do a spin off that. Like man shit.
This is a woman at the skate park performing a very difficult skateboarding trick called a kickflip, and it is actually very impressive. And, and then there's a guy who jumps out 6 feet out of the bowl and does a kickflip off the side of a tree. And someone titled this or not a kickflip, it's like a shove it or some shit in midair, but and someone writes NBA versus WNBA.
That's fucked up.
That guy is such a good skater. It's crazy. The confidence you have to have there is nuts. But what that girl did is still crazy.
Yeah, it's still really good, but that's like way, yeah, it's a bit tougher.
Yeah. Okay. So
why do you get more money?
Yeah, which one's gonna garnish more of an audience? The kickflip or the launching out of the bowl and doing a foot plant on the tree? Foot plant.
Where does that guy come from? Oh, it's cut. It's cut. Okay.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, look, there's a quick little cut right. Oh,
no,
maybe
it's
not.
the same shot.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that he did that. And is there someone sitting on the ground in the bowl in there, like videotaping? What's going on? What's that black shadow right there? Right there.
Yeah,
it looks like it.
Someone filming.
Sitting on something? Yeah.
Filming the kickflip, not realizing somebody's about to plant switch off a tree.
Heidi, if she was in a bikini, she'd get more views. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's true. No one even noticed that other guy at that point.
If she had bra C on, she
bra
would get more
C,
views.
bra C, that's right.
Bra C.
Bra C during the kickflip.
The no bra option.
Bra C is very cheap. Okay, 14. My doctor told me the other day, gave me a form that they give everyone when they visit the hospital on things to do to keep yourself healthy. And one of them is make sure you use canola oil. I think we've played this before, but it can't hurt. Here we go.
Crazy to anyone else that when you look back at old photos from the 70s, you see 0 obese people? I mean, look at this. Everyone's in shape. Everyone's fit. It really makes me wonder, like, what's changed? But you would think since obesity went up, people are just consuming more calories, right? Well, that's weird. Average calorie consumption has pretty much been the same. Must be all the sugars that they're adding into foods. Well, it can't be the sugars because this yellow line says it's been the same since 1960. But what is this? Oh, that's interesting. Here it is again. Vegetable oils. Wow, that's weird. And again, we see it corresponding directly with obesity. Vegetable oils are red. Obesity is the orange dotted line. Why would we need to produce more vegetable oils than chicken, beef, cheese, or shrimp? This seems a little out of the ordinary. If you haven't picked up on what I'm saying yet, it's that vegetable oils potentially could be the cause of obesity. Now, I can't necessarily say for a fact if this is true, but it's worth looking into. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, Trish, you keep eating the seed oils. Don't call them veggie oils. We ate at McDonald's like every day back then, and I was never fat. Oh, that's right. I played in sports and exercised literally every day.
Yeah, that's the one thing that he doesn't have in that the little graphs there was movement. Like how much more sedentary are we since the 70s? Has that increased a ton?
Extra sloppy correlation doesn't equal causation. People are more sedentary.
Oh, yeah. See?
I don't think canola oil. I think you should stay the fuck away from canola oil. Trish, why should I listen to a 20-year-old soft boy with 3 correlate graphs?
Trish, why should we listen to anybody? You question literally every single person we bring up. You question Rebecca Fuselier. You question the fucking last guy we brought up, and now you're questioning this guy. Who do you want to listen to, Trish?
Yeah, Trish.
Yeah, Trish.
Are you just gonna listen to yourself, fucking jibber jabbering in the chat? How about that, Trish? What do you think about that?
Melissa Odier, who got me to spend $1,000 on ridiculous new filters and shit for my house, says that all seed oil, Sevan. Yeah, get him, Beaver. And Angry Beaver, that would be fucking awesome too. I think that was playful Beaver, me personally, but we're probably just seeing what we want to see.
Oh shit, Trish coming hard.
What did she say? Caleb, I'll beat your ass.
Please try. That's the only thing you have going for you.
Oh my goodness.
8 years old.
Oh my, this is great.
I used to work with this dude at the bar. This is relevant. That he made fun of everybody.
Wait, you said a sentence and then you said this is relevant.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know where I was going with this. Sometimes some of the stories I tell aren't relevant, but I was hoping this one was relevant.
I have a huge dong. This is relevant.
This is relevant.
Okay,
Hear me out. It's Sunday. Okay, now I've closed the loop. No, so there's a dude that I used to bartend with that just would always just trash talk everybody. I think internally he was closeted gay, deeply, and so he manifested that in weird ways. So he'd always make fun of the girls, but he'd always make fun of this guy named Freddie. So flamboyantly gay dude, super good guy. So he comes up to the bar one time, and the bartender that I'm working with is just giving him a ton of crap, just making fun of him and using a lisp and, oh, Freddie, did you order a cosmopolitan? And so finally there's a bunch of us at the bar and some servers are there because it's getting close to closing time. And he slams down the table and he goes, you know what? If you make fun of me one more time, I'm going to beat your ass. You know what that's going to happen to you? He goes, you're going to be known as the guy that got his ass beat by the gay guy. He goes, keep it up. And snapped his ticket and walked off and stormed off. And then he didn't say shit after that because all of us were like, yeah, Freddie could probably beat your ass, dude. You probably don't want to say anything anymore if you don't want that to happen. So it reminded me when Trish had said that.
Oh, if a gay dude beat me up, I would accuse him of sexual assault.
You grabbed my dick, dude.
Yeah. And Mr. Matosian, how do you know that it was a sexual assault? Everyone else says he was beating your ass. Well, because I ejaculated. What do you mean? When I ejaculated, what do you mean? And what does he have to do with it? And then he'd be like, Sevan, just because you ejaculated doesn't mean it was sexual assault on his part. And I'd be like, well, then how can it be sexual assault when I do that to a woman? Because it's just me ejaculating then too. To get to some sort of fucking logical. Explain that to my wife then, please.
This is inconsistent.
Yes. Sevan, have you looked into into this water spinner that Hunter has? No, but I'm listening. You got my ears perked up. I love a clean water. Man. Okay. So don't use canola oil. Just so ridiculous. My doctor told me that. I can't get over it. 17, the patriarchy. Here we go. The patriarchy.
You guys should see these notes. I think just about half of these that we pulled up has just said patriarchy.
Yeah, all I did is write on everything patriarchy. I'm autistic like that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The young patriarchy. Here we go.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Do girls have cooties?
No, but they have booties.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Do girls have cooties?
No, but they have booties.
See, we know at a young age. We know.
This little grin at the end.
Number 16. I don't even know what 16 is. They got booties. Coconut oil works for multiple things, fellas.
Same time. That John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media. He also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying the German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught. Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine. Those who dared to speak out were arrested and jailed.
Still happens today, people. Still happens today.
When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information. John D. Rockefeller is
Pause.
duly credited.
Listen, there's no hyperbole here. Anyone go research this. There's no fucking hyperbole here. There's no gross exaggeration. The thing was fucking completely hijacked. It's a complete fucking shit show. Just scratch the surface. It is a fucking joke.
Yeah, and then look into it with the American education system in a total, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's sad. Was that number 16? Yeah.
Yeah, that was
16.
Okay.
18. What is this? Armenian. Oh, I love 19, or I love 20. 20 so good. Oh, what's this one? 18. Armenian. I hope it's just a giant hog. Oh, kind of is. Okay, this is so someone sent me this and notice the weights say Yerevan on it, 2023. This is the capital of Armenia. I don't know if actually this guy is Armenian, but I thought you guys, some of you will enjoy this. There's a variety of reasons why this can be enjoyed. It was funny. Someone sent it to me because of the way this thing bounces off the guy's hog, but I just like it. I was more just impressed because it's it says Yerevan on the side of the weights. Okay, here we go. At perfect form.
Oh yeah, I mean, 18 years old, 221 kilograms. It's freaking incredible.
How about that little bend in his arm, or is that just his bicep giving us the illusion of some weird angle?
In the celebration here?
No, he has like an early arm pull, but
he does.
He's got to get it over his massive hog first.
Yeah, it looks like he uses that to bring it into his hip a little bit.
Also because his biceps are massive. See, look, he's got to get it over that freaking big old dong there.
Hey, so that's just pinching his helmet. That's not his sat. Oh man. Great pauses. It's not easy being a man. Jeremy, quick with the accusations. Jeremy, he's Armenian. He's not on steroids. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Clean.
Look at everyone. I was thinking about you when I saw this. Jeez, you guys, I'm not. I picked this not because of the hog. That was ancillary. Ancillary. Is that the right word? Did I use that word right? Ancillary.
You know that filter where it's just the eyes and the mouth talking?
Yeah.
Somebody should do that and pause it as it comes up, and then the mouth just come in there and just be like, "Hi, Sevan." Like,
go away. Providing necessary support to the primary activities or operations of an organization, institution, industry. A person whose work provides necessary. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right word. But I wouldn't have played it just for the cock shot. Like, you guys send me so many hogs now. I'm overwhelmed with hogs. I chose it because it said Armenia on the side, I swear. Okay, number 20. I don't know this. I'm open to being considered racist because I just love this because I cannot fucking believe someone sounds like this. It's kind of like that the black weightlifter guy. Like, I just love that guy's voice and how he talks. But I'll take one. I'll take a black gangster weightlifter, juice to the gills, and an old Chinese man. Please.
It's a good combo.
Listen to this dude. This says this is a father and son ordering at a fast food restaurant. This is crazy. Here we go.
One minimum coffee, half milk, half sugar. I'm sorry? One minimum coffee, half milk, half sugar. Medium coffee, half milk, half sugar. Sure. Yeah. What you want?
Can I just get a Boston cream donut?
One bottom cream donut, please.
Actually, no. Can I get two?
Two, please.
I'm
sorry? Two bottom.
Two Boston creams?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, wait. Can I get three? Three.
Okay. Get me one more. Sorry. Okay, one more, please.
You want a third Boston cream?
Yeah.
Four. That doesn't.
Fuck, man. Sorry.
Four.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's four.
Yeah, that's all.
No, I want four. No,
Thank
that's
you.
4.
Fuck, man. Why, man? You say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, man. You're upset there.
I just want 4. That's all I wanted.
Crazy. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, okay, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, man. Crazy.
Is that really how his dad talks? Is that real?
It's gotta be.
Dude, if my dad sounded like that, I would talk to him all day. I'd have my Instagram account would have 12 billion followers. Wait, just play the first part again when he orders the coffee. How the fuck does the guy who works at the
Yeah, he did good, huh? Through that like.
how does anyone understand that guy?
He's got to hear like one syllable and it's like, okay.
Jake Chapman, this is the least funny thing I've ever seen. That means because you're not racist like me. This is fucking crazy. Here we go.
I don't think it's racist.
1 minimum coffee, half milk, half sugar.
One medium pause.
1 minimum coffee, half milk, half sugar.
Half milk. What he says it worse the second time. 1 medium coffee, half milk, half sugar. Wow, that's incredible. I am a. Oh, here we go. Judy Reed. It's a Vietnamese accent. It's fucking amazing.
I was gonna say, yeah, I had a good friend of mine, Tuan, and that's exactly how his dad would talk. He'd come out and yell at us. He'd come out, boy, what you do every time you work on a car? There's extra part. And then you would like look and like we lowered one of the cars and there's all these extra parts and we're like, yeah, that's probably not right. And he would take a long drag of a cigarette and he would never exhale. He would just talk and let the smoke kind of come out of his mouth as it will.
Oh, there's more of his. Oh, let me see. There's more of his. Let me see. Oh, so this thing might. Let me see. If
maybe so it's like a bit then.
It's that when we were younger, you were my boo.
I spent with blue to my boo.
I need to follow this account.
Hey, Dad, what would you do if you seen Mom with another guy?
Me?
What?
Yeah. What would you do?
Fuck, man. I cut them, man.
I mean, you cut them. Are you gonna stab him?
I killed them.
Damn, man.
Why not? Fuck my wife, man. I kill my wife too. Yeah, why not? Fuck why? She don't love me, let me know. Okay, why school not again? Still, but I cut bone, man.
Alright, man. Damn.
I have the gun, okay? No, I shot them, okay? I don't cut. You want to see the gun? You want to see?
Yeah, man. Let me see.
You want to see my gun?
Yeah.
Fuck, I have gun here, man.
Why you so mad, man? What?
Oh, his gun?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
God. So I need that. I need to. I've become so soft. I need more diversity in my life.
Yeah.
I need a better. Okay. So that was accents. That's fun. I'll try to find more different kinds of accents. Accents are fun. It's the appreciation. It's the exact opposite of racism. It's the appreciation of a cultural appreciation. Someone called me, a friend called me, and I said, "Hey, I'm doing the podcast," and they said, "You need to take a break from that."
Wow. To like talk to them or just in general?
I don't know. Hey, did you see what the CrossFit Games site did? Did you see what Hiller posted?
No, I haven't, but I can only imagine what's going on now.
You can't even make the shit up that they fuck up. You really cannot believe how many fucking mistakes they make. It was never ever even remotely like this when I worked there. Not even close. Oh no, sorry, it's on his Instagram. Basically, they scored the Masters division wrong, is what it looks like. So, in the games, they add the points up and the winner has the most points. But in the Open, it's whoever has the least points.
Yeah, okay, I did see this. Yep.
And they used the wrong scoring table.
Yeah.
For the Masters division. Imagine, so they used the wrong weights and now they're using the wrong scoring table.
Yeah, that's bad.
I'm pretty sure that all falls on Justin Berg. I don't think to be honest with you, someone needs to interview Justin Berg.
Yeah, he's like the guy, right? The administrative logistics.
He took
oversees
over
all
Dave's
that.
job. He's head of the CrossFit Games. He took over Jay's job. See, I don't know how much long. Yeah, that Boz is just like the games, the programming dude, the event guy.
And they're not all in the same building, are they? Everybody's remote.
I think so. I think Boz is in Tennessee.
Justin's in Colorado.
I don't know. Justin moved. Justin, here's a funny story. Justin moved to fucking Colorado because Rosa was there. He used to live in Santa Cruz, and then Rosa's gone, and now headquarters is back here. His shit's all fucked up. Can you imagine that?
Shit.
Picked your whole life up, moved to fucking Colorado because of Eric Rosa, and then when he moved there, I don't know if you know this story, but he moved there and then couldn't go in the office because they had a 49ers policy at the office. So imagine you move somewhere for a job and then you can't go into the workplace because they have a 49ers policy. You had to wear 49ers
No.
jersey. Yes.
And so his whole family, everybody moved out there. Can't even go into the building he intended to do it with. And then the whole thing moved in back anyways. Fuck, that sucks. Now he's getting back at everybody by screwing up the games, is what you're saying?
Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He's a douche.
And what's up?
He's just don't be negative, Sevi. Too late. All right, fine. 590. 590. How are you guys on time?
I'm good. Good till
Okay.
9:15 is when I gotta.
Okay, 590. We all know this. You know how many people we're having Brian Friend on like 6 shows this week.
Yeah, he's a daily occurrence.
I wonder if me and him are gonna get sick of each other.
I hope
590. We all know this.
Sorry, I had to scroll through 20 pages of notes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, nothing. Hey, once again, everyone knows this. I've been saying this for years. Ever since I started going to kids' classes, I could tell all the kids who eat like shit. By the way, yesterday, Susie came to my house. It was 7 o'clock at night, probably 7:15. I was starting to lose my shit. I was getting cranky. I hadn't worked out yet, and I needed my medication. Like, I needed it bad. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I went to the garage, and I said, Susie, you want to work out? And he said, yeah. And my boys ran in there and go, we'll work out too. And we went on to do a brutal 1-hour workout. 1 hour of nonstop moving, and all 3 boys finished. We were in there. It was probably like ended up being like an hour and 10-minute workout. And it was just fucking 5 dudes in there grinding. And it was nuts. And basically you could do anything you wanted. The only thing you had to do is you had to run. So that was, most of us did some form of squatting and running. And I guess all of us did the assault bike too.
Assault bike, the runner. We all hung from the pull-up bar. You go ahead and pause that, Caleb. See if that hip crease is below that knee line for me there. We settle this. How good's your pod? How good's your pods get? Boom. Where we at? See, I'm already coming out of the hole in that one though. So.
Hey, and here's the thing you have to understand. That's a 60-pound ball. That's a lot of weight off your midline, people. That's a lot of weight. Okay.
And that was the last minute. That was the last minute.
Yeah. That is the last minute.
No, more to come back up. You gotta be quicker than that, Caleb. It's too fast. It's too fast.
Look at with that band on my head. It looks like I'm wearing a yarmulke.
Yeah, it does.
Heels lifted. Man, you're getting worked. Yeah, hung from the pull-up bar. Yeah, we did holds from the pull-up bar too. Look at it. It was just a savage session. No one even tells those dudes what to do. Everyone's just in there just getting it. Look at Ari here doing a 20-pound dumbbell hold in the middle while watching the fights. It's fucking crazy, dude. That was an hour. So yeah, Sevan, you look Jewish as fuck. Yeah, I do look Jewish as fuck right there. I could even look Muslim there.
Yeah, make that the thumbnail.
God, that was fucking, we got at it. Look, with that Jorge Fernandez commented on there? Fuck, I've arrived. Let me see that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Look at those 3 heavyweights. Dr. Sean Pastuch, Jorge Fernandez, Dale King.
And Birchfield give me the shit.
Kicks you in the balls.
Yeah, takes me
With
down.
6 likes. Oh, 4 replies. Holy shit.
Well, the replies are me.
Man. All right.
Great.
Got him.
Sevan, that shadow boxing looks like a lot like every random homeless dude screaming outside of a 7-Eleven in Santa Cruz. I wonder if you don't live in the city, if you don't live in California, you might not understand that reference, but we've all seen it. Those of us who live in Cali.
Yeah.
I do look like the guy in the island who's just like punching air, fighting with air. Like I just got some bad meth.
That's funny.
Okay. What did we do? We all know. Oh, okay. So there we go. Yeah. There I am. Wow, good job, Caleb. We did that for an hour though. Even that's hard for an hour. Excuse me. 590. We all know this. Here we go. Everyone knows this. I knew this the second I had kids and I started interacting with other kids. Everyone knows this. Here we go.
That eliminating junk food from children's diets makes ADHD disappear within 3 months in 72% of the cases. That means almost 2/3 of ADHD diagnoses in children are wrong because it's always a combination of genetic, neurological, and environmental factors. Nutrition optimization is crucial for a successful treatment, but it doesn't reflect the complexity of real ADHD cases. So please give your children proper food to avoid ADHD-like symptoms and severe maldiagnosis. Let me know your thoughts below.
There is no such thing as ADHD, just for anyone knows. And if you think there is, you're lying to yourself. You're not thinking clearly. There's no such thing as ADHD. The same way there's no such thing as fucking hypertension. But if you want to exhibit signs of someone who has ADHD, I thought you said ADHD doesn't exist, Sevan. It doesn't. But if you want to exhibit signs of someone who does have ADHD, you could exacerbate them with eating shit food. It's like so obvious. I see with my kids, the second I give my kids like a little bit of sugar or ice cream, they start doing this thing where I can tell it in the quality of their speech. It's a trip.
I have this argument with people close to me where they're like, I have ADHD and I'm taking medication for it. I'm like, why? You eat like shit. You don't exercise.
You could train yourself to have ADHD symptoms. You trained yourself to not be able to focus. Just cultivate focus. Dude, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then nobody profits off that.
Right. Well, they could. Well, CrossFit does.
So you just taught them to eat right,
CrossFit Livermore
exercise, cultivate focus.
Has chick. I got diagnosed with ADD back in the day. Nah, I just move faster than you. Extra sloppy. I was diagnosed with it by several doctors. It's just something to diagnose people with that helps them justify their lack of confidence. Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Yeah, they tried to get me on the ADHD train lots too. And the only thing that stopped it was my dad.
Just really good at working on multiple projects at the same time with varying levels of completion.
Mr. Souza, your son Matthew has ADHD. No, he doesn't. He just fucks chicks who fuck on the first date. He just likes easy girls. No, Mr. Souza, that is no, that's not correct. And I told him, if their moms are fucked up, they're gonna be fucked up. And I told him that girls who sleep around quickly is because they have ADHD. Hey, that's what it is. Girls who sleep on the first date, they're not hoes. They have ADHD.
No one said they're hoes. It just was, you're not special.
Right. Yeah.
There is no negativity towards women at all. It was just don't think you're special because you're not.
Okay, you're right.
And protect yourself because you're not special. You're not the first one. Yeah, the other thing was, you're going to get them around all those teachers and they're going to try to put them on the drugs and all that. And their lives are all fucked up. So what are they going to say about my son? Like, literally, that was like, no, don't bring him in there with that. He doesn't need that crap. Get him outside.
Yeah, get him outside. Jeremy Kinnick said it, dude. If you, he says if your kid's under 5, but I think it's probably even longer. But he said if was it 80%? If your kid spends 80, all you have to do as a parent, if you have a child under 5, is make sure they're outside 80% of the time. So basically, that means when they're not asleep, they need to be outside. And I guarantee you that Jeremy's spot on with that. Kinnick nailed that one. It's that fucking easy. You don't even have to do anything crazy. You don't have to take him to tennis or any of the shit I do. None of that dumb shit. That's just my ego. Just keep your kid outside. He'll be fucking amazing. My kids actually have a combination of autism and ADHD. They will be hyper all day without any sugar. We don't do meds either because it gave them bad side effects. James Ellis. Thank you for the exception, James. I appreciate that. That's good. Good stuff. Melissa Odier, all kids I have treated were on GFCF. Something. Go fuck your. I don't know what that is.
Something free.
All kids I have treated were on GFCF, non-processed foods, no soy, no grain diet, and improved their behavior dramatically, especially those with autism stereotype movements. I should actually show people what happens to my kids. I should give them ice cream and show you guys what happens.
They just get like spun up. It's like a wind.
They start like just chattering. They become like little. Their mouths just start moving and they're just chattering. It's almost like they're talking to themselves. They just get loud. They lose intention in what they're doing. Usually they have so much intention. They're either catching a lizard or working out or fiddling, trying to play the piano. They're doing something. They're almost always like cultivating focus. They're building Legos. They're talking to each other. They're wrestling. And then the second you give them sugar, yeah, it's alcohol for kids. Interesting. You see, they start like chattering a little bit. There becomes noise in the system. They lose the ability to sort of focus. Yeah.
Have you seen that with the autistic kids that have really trouble with like speech and stuff like that, and they eliminated all the processed food and sugars out of their diet, and it was remarkable at how far they could come. Like there were still issues and things happening, but it was like night and day difference. And they said the hardest part for the parents was just getting over the hump of having them to go through the process of detoxing. And it showed the little girl and stuff that they were following it, and she was just going nuts. And the parents were like, didn't have it in the house, so they were freaking out. And then once they got over the hump, they were like, well, what do we do? She's not eating. We're afraid. And they're like, she's a human being. Wait. Just wait it out.
Yeah. My kids threaten not to eat. My kids threaten not to eat. I start laughing at them.
Yeah. And then sure enough, they like checked back in months later, and it was like, she was like more calm. She was more focused. She could communicate better. She could learn the stuff that she was being taught. Like it was absolutely insane.
The thing with my kids too is when they're hungry, they'll ask for just the dumbest fucking food. And so what I've started doing is I carry fruit and nuts in a cooler with me wherever I go. And the second, like if they start like getting crazy, I just pull up, they'll be like basically throwing a temper tantrum, almost like demanding me to take them somewhere. I just pull out this bowl of fruit, and some nuts, and it goes away. 2 seconds. No more dumb shit. Gone.
Oh, yeah.
The magic pill. That's the documentary Matt is talking about.
Yep.
The magic
That's
pill.
right. That's right. Thank you, Justin.
CrossFit Salty Beaver, Salty Hive, Utah. I was on anxiety meds after my second child, and it turned me into a zombie. I hated that feeling, so I got off it, and my family and I just deal with me being crazy person all the time.
And they like you better for it anyways.
Hey, can't you put some mechanism in place? Like I put this mechanism in place. I know it's pretty hard with kids, but when I start like spinning out, I just set a timer and go lay down for 5 minutes. Like I just catch myself. Sometimes I'll even I don't do it so much now, but there's been times where I've done that where if I'm catch myself, oh shit, I'm spinning out. I had this mat with these like spikes on it, one of those yoga mats that's like hurts to lay on. And I would just lay on that thing and breathe. It basically self-stimulate myself. Can you do that? I know it takes time, and the fight with that is real when you have kids buzzing around everywhere. Yeah, timer and deep breath. Yeah, timers. I would do this thing where I'd lay on something that's uncomfortable so that I had to force myself to breathe through it. I still do it. And Trish, stealing line from Matt Souza. The problem is that no one profits from it. Yeah, I do that too. So that's another thing I do. Take my shoes and socks off and just force myself to go outside and sit and walk around in the yard. And you know what that ends up turning into every time is me start obsessing on poop. So then I go get poop bags and I just my happy place is walking around the yard picking up poop. Every time. Mason Mitchell, with the proper hand motion, you can stimulate anything.
Oh, he's not wrong.
Extra sloppy. We can also employ a lot of tactics to mitigate ADHD, but we also have to realize that people have varying strengths and weaknesses. People with ADHD shouldn't be working at an office job. That's okay.
Or at least on a treadmill.
I don't think that extra sloppy. I don't think people should be accepting that diagnosis. I hear what you're saying. I'm not like saying you're wrong. I just don't think people should accept the diagnosis. It's like saying you can't dunk. Well, yeah, because you fucking haven't put effort into try. Yeah, Rambler TikTok, the ADHD creator. Okay, 589 retards. These are all old. These are probably all a week old. Love to get through some of these. You have 15 minutes, Souza?
Mm-hmm.
A BLM leader says looting is reparations. So here's the thing. There's different classes of people, I realized. It really is true. Like, if you think it's okay to litter, you're in a different class than me. I'm different than you. Sorry, I just am. I am more couth than you. I don't know if that's a word, couth. I'm more civilized than you. I'm better for humanity than you, probably. The one simple thing to do is I don't litter. It makes I'm just a different class than you. If you litter, you should probably just live. You should live in a different zone than me. I don't want to be around that. I'm better than that. I think I'm better than cultured, refined, well-mannered. Yeah. And looting is exactly the same thing. People spend their time, which is their human energy. It's their life source. It's the most valuable thing they have. And they trade it for money. And this lady wants to take that from you. I think that makes her, that makes her uncouth. She's below me. She needs to, and anyone who's willing to cover their mouth, their face as a human like that is kind of below me too. You're less than me. Yeah, below me. I'm really saying that. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's you're not. I don't want my kids, your kids. I don't want anyone's kids around you. You're not pushing. You're not pushing society forward. It's not healthy for anyone to have trash everywhere and to have masks on your face.
You see that top comment too?
You're like a lesser creature than me. Nah, it's stealing. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The one right underneath it.
Irony is the Coach store that was looted is black owned. Yeah. I don't even.
Like, then how would that work for reparations? Like, what
yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And anyone who talks about reparations, you're below me too. You're like in a lesser class than me. You're not thinking clearly.
You're feeling like entitled. You owed something for somebody else's struggles.
Yeah. Where does that end? How does that solve the problem? It's such shallow thinking. Imagine like if I told my dog, hey, we only have enough food to last us a week. And then I put his bowl of food out. My dog doesn't listen. He just eats the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes me different because I'm civilized. I can think. And then the dog goes hungry for a week. I don't do that. Maybe it dies. You could tell a dog, hey, we only have enough food for 2 weeks and you have to feed you and your baby with it. And that dog will eat all the food and not give any to its baby. And the baby dies. You're lesser than me. Anyway, go push play. This shit is just fucking so sad that there's people like this. She doesn't have to be like this. She could change overnight. She could wake up. Here we go. Me too, by the way. Kazavion Joiner. I'm different because I'd eat the dog. Me too, actually.
Survival.
Get the fuck out of my dog. I've actually thought about that. Okay, action.
I salute a Gucci or a Macy's or a Nike because that makes sure that that person eats. That makes sure that that person has clothes. That's reparations. That is reparations.
Look at these
Anything
fucking
they wanna
tools
take
behind
it
her,
because
these beta
businesses
males.
have insurance.
That guy has gloves on. A mask and gloves. Yeah. Yes. Hey, this is not patriarchy. This is what it looks like when you don't have patriarchy, by the way. Miss Root. Okay, go ahead. Action.
They're going to get their money back. My people aren't getting anything. If somebody
My people. My people. And look at all the people behind her. Are those your people? Fucking disgusting, really. Full-blown retard.
If her house got freaking robbed and everything stolen out of it, she'd be singing a completely different tune.
Yeah. And the Native Americans would do that to her. Be like, reparations, bitch. They're probably wearing condoms and dental dams. Look at the person to the left of the guy wearing the mask and the gloves. That person has a full like plastic something on.
Plastic shield.
Yeah. She probably can't even do a pull-up. Word.
Yeah, for sure not.
Oh my God. I love our God, look at those dudes behind her. God, what fucking bitches. 588.
The crazy is those are the most scary people. Like just a mob of group that is subconsciously following whatever they think is good, and they're willing to fucking kill you for it.
Yes, totally. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, this show is made for 5-year-olds on Disney Plus. And what's amazing is I have family that subscribes to Disney Plus. Do not support them at all. Do your best. Do not support them at all. Wait till you see this fucking insanity. These are kids. And watch this. Brace yourself, homies. Brace yourself.
The T-Rexes have a nest too, but those aren't eggs. They're rocks. Oh. So that's why they want to be around other dinosaur nests. These dino daddies want eggs of their own. They want a family. Aw, they'd be great dads. There must be something we can do to help them. There is. There are lots of eggs that need loving parents to raise them. And we have a T-Rex egg back in the hatchery that needs a home. We can give the egg to them.
They have T-Rex eggs in the hatchery that they can give to the gay dinosaur couple. This is Disney Plus. Do you
now
think
we know
that
what
there
the
were?
plus stands for.
Do you think there were any gay T-Rexes? Even one? Do you think there was one gay T-Rex?
No.
But Sevan, in nature, they've shown that animals show there are gay animals in nature. Yeah. Do you know where exhibits the most amount of gay animals? By the way, do you know where that happens?
Where?
In the zoo. In the zoo, animals show all of the sexual behaviors that humans do: rape, incest, homosexuality, all the things that are differentiated from just straight fucking pounding to make kids. Guarantee there wasn't one single gay T-Rex. Fucking nuts. I can't believe this is fucking Disney. Sevan, you're so anti-gay. Not in the least. Not in the least. I just don't see two gay dudes making a kid, and I don't see why they should have a kid. I just don't. It's just where I stand. I just don't think that they should. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to it. Have the gay dudes come on the show. I'll talk to them. Let alone taking them from the fucking hatchery. I want to know what the fuck. Why is there a T-Rex hatchery?
I don't know. I think they should be able to adopt them if they want to.
You think two dudes should be able to adopt a baby if they want to?
Why not?
because they can't naturally make babies.
So can't other people.
I agree. I hear you.
So
And
why can't they have the experience of raising a child?
Have nieces and nephews to do some shit like that. I just don't think. I think that you're supposed to be a man and a woman, make a baby, and so therefore they have the equipment to raise a baby.
Yeah, but if you have two
and
people,
if you have two men, they don't have the equipment to make a baby or to raise a baby. Meaning that there's something that a woman provides that prisons, zoos and prisons. Yeah, prisons also. You get a bunch of dudes together in prisons. Yeah, well said, David. Yeah. And the military. Sorry, Caleb.
Boot camp.
Yeah. So
it gets real gay.
Because kids needs mom and dad, Sousa. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about all the fucked up kids that have a mom and dad that they don't give a shit about them and they're being mistreated, as opposed to going to a family that wants a kid, that wants to love for them and care for them and do all the right things.
And I'm not saying that two gay men can't. I'm not saying that two gay men can't raise a fucking child to perfection.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Didn't they say having a dad is better than not having a mom?
Say it again.
Didn't they say having a dad is better? Having a dad and not the mom is better than.
That's what studies show, but I would rather. There's no fucking way I would want to be raised by two dads. I don't want the cost to risk is too high. I don't want to be around two dudes. Sevi. And here's the thing. There's something that I think that's fake about two guys being together. There's a temperament that a woman has that a man has to have, or else he's not going to be a good man. He has to learn something from a woman about his temperament. Sebi told us to bang it out to get kids. Yeah, I recommend. I just thought I wanted to propose the idea. And your response was fucking great, by the way. What if the gay guys bang it out to get the kiddo from the surrogate? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, at least. Hey, see, so then they're not really gay guys, right? It actually has nothing to do with the fact that they're gay. That's a really good point. I'm totally okay with it. You made the baby with a woman, and then theoretically, there's couples that break up, and then the guy is gay, and him and his partner end up raising the kid. Someone there, I mean, this is waves in the face of adoption, but it probably is pretty ideal that someone's there who's genetically connected to the child. Caller, hi.
I just wanted to call because I'm literally flabbergasted.
Yes.
By that clip.
By that.
And you know what they could do?
About the two dinosaurs, the gay dinosaurs that want to have kids.
I am literally flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I think they could actually probably take a uterus from the hatchery and probably put it in one of the dinosaurs.
Oh.
And then one of them can birth the child themselves.
Wow. Hey, dude, somewhere in some fucking hospital in China, they're trying that.
They've tried.
Oh my God, totally.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like Heidi.
Whoever it is, it's fucking brilliant. It's a great California accent.
I thought I saw a little Midwestern slip out of that voice there a little bit.
Let me see if I can see where I can't see where the call's from. I'd have to reverse engineer it.
Who is it?
Well, thank you. That's actually a brilliant idea. Take the uterus and put it in a male T-Rex and
Totally. I'm pretty sure they have probably 20 uteruses in the hatchery.
Yeah.
And they could just take one.
Thank you. That's a brilliant idea. And then that could help me with my concerns, with my bigotedism.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Bigotry. All right. Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
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 Sevan, you can explain to the kid in foster care that he can't go live in a supportive, loving home because that's not what nature intended. Yeah, I know. You're right. It's fucked up. Maybe I need to rethink it.
That's where I always just go. It's just like, what about all the kids that would love to have just a supportive family, and just the fact that it's a gay couple? Now I used to work for these two gay rich men, and in Santa Barbara.
And it's funny, I never even thought of this guy. I worked for them for like 2 years, and they had a daughter, a black daughter. Holy shit. This was in 2000. Super wealthy dudes, both psychiatrists, both Jewish. 2 black gay Jewish dudes with a black daughter. Seemed like a fucking great family to me at the time.
What do you mean at the time?
I mean, still does. It's funny. I never even thought about it back then, right? I didn't have kids. There wasn't fucking this racial conversation wasn't in the forefront. It's funny. I never thought of her as black, and I never thought of them as gay. No, they didn't finger me. You know what's funny? David? You're going to love this. They were kind of, I worked with them with another guy who together we had a production company, and they were way nice. I felt like they were always attracted to my partner and not me. And I was a little hurt from that. They weren't as affectionate with me. No one touched me in weird spots. I would have liked a little more affection from them. Froning and TDC had gay dads, and they are is God tier patriarchy. Yeah, maybe gay dudes would make better kids. I'm just telling you how I think. You're good. You're good with gay people.
I'm good with anybody who is taking a child into a loving home and is going to give them support and everything they need to be successful in society.
Me too. But what if you had to make a sweeping policy? You don't think that if you're putting kids out into homes, you should have a man and a woman?
No.
For adoption?
I'm
not saying that 2 guys couldn't have a baby, like what Em was talking about. Em was like, yeah, if like you bang a chick, like you find a chick who will let you bang her or carry the baby for you through artificial insemination, and then the men get the baby. I mean, shit, legally, there's nothing that can stop that. But you think adoption through same-sex couples is cool?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be vetted to make sure.
Would you want to be adopted by 2 dudes?
As opposed to putting in the foster care system?
Yeah.
Or being fucking aborted and killed and not having the choice? Yes.
Fuck. All right.
110%. I mean,
2-0 Souza. 2-0.
I mean,
I would rather be adopted, yes, by gay dudes and left in foster care or be killed.
And I know a gay couple that has
I don't even have to think about it for a second.
Yeah, that has a boy, and the family's amazing. I mean, the kid has tons of experiences. They put lots of male figures in their life. It's a lesbian couple. They put lots of male figures in his life. They expose him to a ton of stuff. They're very aware that there's going to be a missing piece of the puzzle, that they're going to find a way to include that through other family members and stuff like that. And so I just feel that when it comes to your choices of like, oh, be adopted, and I'm going to make a sweeping policy, and half these kids are going to go into the foster care system where we know they're going to potentially be abused. There's a high probability of that because we see it. There's also a high probability
they're not going to get love. That's for sure.
Trafficked as like sex slaves, because we know that a bunch of those kids in the foster care system just go missing. Look it up if you don't believe me. And so I would rather have 2 individuals vetted to make sure that, you know, they're economically and of sound mind, that they can take care of it. You could have a dashboard of metrics to do that, and then fucking let them have a good family. Why should they be robbed of that experience? I don't know.
Lizars, you're a good dude, Souza.
I'm open to be wrong though too, so it is what it is.
Sebi, there are so many weird guys that are gay and pretending to be straight guys, and their fams are fucked up. Yeah, that's true. Here's the thing. I just feel like without a woman around, there's no checks and balances for the dudes. That's just how I just feel like you need a woman around. Yeah. But I also agree with everything Souza said. Philip Kelly, I agree 1,000% with Souza. I only agree 100% with him.
And that's just the way I feel. I mean, you guys don't agree or not, but I would.
Sevan, did you see James Townsen post something new? I saw the one with he was accused of child trafficking or some shit.
No, nothing new.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I do have to jam. So I love you guys very much, and I'm gonna go work on my squat depth. Not. See you guys.
Kayla, bye.
Thank you, Souza.
Bye.
No one will ever love a kid like a mother, but 2 dads is better than an institution. Fair enough. True. David Weed, 100%. Judy Reed, bye, Souza. Let me see. Did James post something new?
No, there's nothing new.
Oh, okay.
Just
for sometime during the
600
game.
pound deadlift
Oh, no shit.
for 2.
Let's see that. Really? 600 for 2?
Mm-hmm.
How tall is he? Is he tall too? Oh my God.
I think he's a little shorter than me.
Hey, look, the body drifts away. The bar drifts away. Look, first of all, look how close his feet are. And the body drifted away from him with that first lift. He's taller than you, Caleb?
No, he's a little shorter than me.
Oh, and you're 6'2"?
Yeah.
His first, watch when he lifts, the bar actually drifts away from his shins a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, man. Philip Kelly, James Townsen is a beefcake. That's a fucking understatement.
Did I tell you about the time that I saw him arguing with Matt Fraser one time? That's at my
yeah, someone sent me a picture of that.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Oh.
It was kind of funny to watch because he's much larger.
He is, like when you saw them together.
Yeah.
Mark Fuentes, the false dichotomy of having to choose between being adopted by gay people or end up in foster care. You mean, are you saying that that's not a choice, Mark? That's not a real example? Yeah, he does make it look easy. Would you say the podcast is listening only friendly? Listening only. The long pauses make me think I lost connection. Oh, without the view. I do kind of pride myself on not being afraid to take long pauses. But I also understand the repercussions of that. Of you being like, wait, what? Did what happened? Did my iPod stop working?
My iPod.
Oh, check the comments. Is it getting crazy?
Of the previous post?
Of the James Townsend post. I'm looking at it. I don't see anything.
It's in the deadlift post, I think.
Oh. Let me take a quick. There'll be some silent pauses here. Oh, wow. It's 12 daily doses went over there. Wow. That's 12 daily doses went over there to stir shit. Wow. Holy shit. That's amazing.
Excellent.
Imagine going over. What is wrong with that dude? Hey, go to the Sevan Podcast. He doubts that you were looked at differently by the lady the other day because you're black. No, it's not that I doubt it. It's more than that. It's more than I doubt it. I think that anyone who thinks that, it's because they're exposing that they're racist. They're demanding that they're projecting onto James that he's black and he's different. He's different because he deadlifts 600 pounds. And even though he wasn't there, he's not black and he has no clue what you've dealt with in your life, which are all irrelevant. That's all emotional appeal. That's all completely irrelevant. The fact of that only bolsters my opinion, by the way, that I'm not black, right? That I'm not walking around concerned that I'm black. That only bolsters my opinion that there's no proof of it, right? And that he would have a bias. That only bolsters my opinion that he would have a bias. I'm sorry, James. It's not fair to talk about this with you not here, by the way, either. You've no clue what you've dealt with in your life. Yeah, absolutely. Retarded talk to say that. Of course, no one knows what anyone has dealt with in their life. He presupposes better than anyone. No, I'm not presupposing. If those people didn't say that they called because he was black, that's the presupposition. Crazy. He's not a bad guy overall, but no one can get in someone else's head better than him. He's the GOAT at that. He does think you made it up. He just thinks she didn't call the cops because you're black. No, wow. Okay. So James Townsend writes, and I don't have your number, by the way. And I don't have your number, by the way. I honestly do not have your number. I thought I did have your number, and I also asked Matt Souza for it, and Matt Souza said, I think we were dropping him links through Instagram. So if you do have my number, I would fucking love it if you text me so I could have your number again. And I did look for your number. What I'm saying is he has my number. It doesn't have to be discussed on his podcast. If he doesn't think if he doesn't think that he could have called me because now I'm pissed about the statement. No, I don't think that either. Something like that could have ended badly for me. Sure, could have ended badly for anyone. For him to think that, and it's his right to, all he has to do is look at the comments and see why everyone is saying, glad you made it home safe. Well, everyone's saying that because all those fucking people are racist. I've already made that very clear. There's no evidence except for the fact of what he might have been thinking as proof that those ladies called because he was black. There's no actual empirical evidence. So glad you're safe. Glad you made it back to your home, etc. And I am glad, by the way. You're right. That was inappropriate. I should have said that. Here, anyone that thinks otherwise has to ask them that question for themselves. Hey, James, I've had the cops called on me a fucking 100 times too. And don't, wow, you are, man. Yeah, I don't think, well, at least he said this. He doesn't think you made it up. Hmm. 12 daily doses. I don't need your help. Thank you.
12 daily doses looks like he works for the Orange County Choppers. And I do understand also why James thinks that I have his number, because he's been on the show a bunch of times, and I would say I would refer to him as a friend, but this is a podcast where we talk about all sorts of fun shit. That's 12 daily doses right here.
Man, oh, which one? The guy in the middle?
No,
oh, he's got a tough life, dude. Wow, that's amazing. Look, no one else wants to fuck with the comment. I understand it's a scary topic for some people. If you haven't lived a robust life, it could be a very scary topic. It is a little sad. I agree. Anthony Davis, I feel the whole situation may have gone better if the lady didn't hide behind the car after the cops showed up. Yeah, she's probably scared to death. Hey, I agree. I agree. And hey, listen, by no means am I suggesting that James Townsen is crazy for thinking that way. He has his life experience. I'm just saying that there was no fucking proof of that presented. And I think it's a fucking very dangerous slope. And I think that if people who truly love James won't push you down in that direction, they'll liberate you from that thought instead of exacerbating it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with me thinking I'm walking down the street and it's at night and I have a fucking hoodie on and someone calls the cops on me. I understand why they did it. Because their car probably been broken into 3 times in the previous week and they thought that I was the guy coming back. I get it. And if you're a black guy and the fucking media is constantly telling you that everyone thinks you're a fucking bad guy and and they're constantly telling you that, then the second someone calls the cops on you, I totally understand thinking that it happened because you're black. That's on each person is responsible for their own thoughts. Responsible. Your thoughts are not you, but you're responsible for them. But for the other people to then support someone who is having those thoughts, it's the same thing as fucking starting a GoFundMe page for a fucking gastric bypass with someone who has anorexia. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to someone with melanated skin? Why are you insisting that those fears of theirs are true? Why are you demanding it? It's fucking crazy. The context of it is James had a shitty situation happen. And the one thing that I do agree with James 100% on is I should have said, hey, dude, I'm glad you made it home to your family, because I love him as a fellow man and as a father and as a coach and just his contribution to society. I don't remember where he was, somewhere, and was he at a car wash or something? And there was another guy there and some guy needed a lift. It was an old man there with his 2 grandkids, and the guy, something happened. He locked his keys in his car and he needed a lift somewhere. So the old man and the kids jumped in James's car. James drove them to the dude's daughter's house where they got a set of spare keys and then brought him back. And when he came back, the cops were like, hey, we were reported that there was child trafficking going on. So someone obviously saw James and this old guy. Was that old guy black, by the way? Or was he white?
I don't know.
Do we ever find out? Anyway, someone from afar, I'm piecing this together. Someone from afar saw this old man and 2 kids get into James's car, and they jumped to the conclusion that there was some sort of like fucking like kids being sold, right? And someone probably who watches too much Fox News or something. And so that's what and then so people in the comments were just started piling on. In the original post, I didn't see James said anything about it, but people in the comments just started fucking piling on, saying, yeah, it happened because you're black. And it's like, I think it's fucking despicable to do that. Caller, hi.
Hey, it's Mark.
Hi, James. James Townsen, thanks for calling.
No, it's Mark. Mark, one thing.
Oh, sorry.
You got 3 more comments that you missed on that. So James responded directly to you.
I read that one. Did I read that one?
No.
Oh.
No, you kind of clicked the view more replies.
Oh, there's more like in the...
There's previous replies from James that you didn't see.
I think that they're all kind of addressed in that last comment, though. But
is it all under the 12 daily doses shit starting one? Is it all under?
Yeah,
all under the same thread.
Where is it? It's the one where he deadlifts 600 pounds.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a shame that it has to be there. Okay. It says 6 replies. I see plange. I see the one James did. No, I only see 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I see.
Share your screen real quick.
Oh, he says, Sevan, come on, man. Stop hiding behind the mic and have the conversation with me. You have my number. You think I just made this shit up? No, he's not a bad guy. Not at all. Just dumb stuff at times, but he's cool. Oh, thank you. If I'm dumb, what are these people that are insisting that you're surrounded by racists are? I do not have James Townsend's phone number, by the way. In my defense, I've asked, I'm on a group thread with like 14 other fucking people. And I asked anyone on that thread, Caleb's on that thread. And I asked them last week, does anyone on here have James Townsend's phone number? I can't find it. And I asked Sousa for it. And Sousa said, I think we got to him through Instagram. And I could have contacted him through Instagram. All that's absolutely true. But I will reach out. I will get his phone number. I'll invite him on the show. We'll talk. I mean, we are very civil with each other. I think we're friends. Me and him can have this conversation. Yeah, look, J.R. Howell's on that thread too. I did ask for James's phone number, and no one pasted it in the thread, and that's okay. I can get it if you want. Cool, thank you. Yeah, just send it to me. Me and James are cool. I can DM him too. I'm just being lazy, and this is just one story of 120 stories I do on every show. But James is always welcome on the show. Love the guy. I really like James too. Yeah, he's great. I'm going to try to think of like what I wouldn't want people to do. Imagine if I was paranoid that my wife was cheating on me and she wasn't cheating on me. I don't want to be surrounded by a group of friends who are exacerbating that. Well, Sevan, what if she really was cheating on you? Then maybe I would need to work it out. But even if that, let's say that lady did call because James was black. Hey, here's the thing. She called just as much that he was black as that he was a male. If that was 2 women switching kids right there, you think that they would have called, thought it was swapping? They probably, because it was 2 men, their age, their color. There's probably everything probably had a little bit of the factor, a little bit of the contribution to it. Will Branstetter, if I start telling people I felt like I might be a girl, I wouldn't want people to encourage the exploration of that. Yeah, me neither. I think I have a small penis. I don't need my wife to be like, yep, you do. I just think that there's a unhealthy from the left, an unhealthy determination to make sure that everyone plays the victim, and I'm sensitive to it, and I'll own up to that. I want to push. I'm made to push back against that. They also called the cops on the other dude involved. Yeah, I wonder if that dude was black. That would really fuck up James's story. All right, love you guys. Thanks for pointing that out to me. It's fun. At the end of the day, it's all I like the whole thing. That was actually probably the best part of the show. I'm bummed that Susan wasn't here. Just fucking call or DM him instead of talking about it. Just fucking call or DM. Yeah, I will. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna go. I heard the garage door open and people on the skate ramp. So that's what I'm gonna do. Dutch sperm donor. Okay. Big topics. Mr. Townsen and I discuss about race, Dutch sperm donor, and oh, this is interesting. I was a bitch race instigator in high school. I ended up getting my black friends into shitty situations which wouldn't have happened otherwise. Lesson learned. Melissa's right. But shut the fuck up. Melissa's right. You guys act like this is like my fucking whole fucking life. This is the fucking. If my life is a phone book, this isn't even one page. This issue. You call him. Yeah, you can tell me what to do. It's okay, but thank you. I love you too. Caleb, thank you. Tomorrow morning, who do we have on tomorrow morning? I think tomorrow morning we get shot out of a fucking cannon.
Oh yeah.
It becomes a big week all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
Is tomorrow April 30th?
Tomorrow is April or May 1st. Okay,
tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Men's power ranking for CrossFit. Okay. And then
we do men's and then women's.
Hey, that really is that story. The story has nothing to do with whether he's black or anything. The story has to do with the fact that he got home safely to his family. That's all that matters. Someone called the cops on him for something he didn't do. Tomorrow's James Townsen. And then we have power rankings on Tuesday. We have a disc golf show on Tuesday night. I can't fucking believe we're going to pull that off. Wednesday morning, we have another show on some sort of CrossFit game shit. No. Oh, Wednesday morning's a live call-in show. Thank you, God, for the break. Then we go to more CrossFit game shows on Thursday, and then a semifinals programming predictions show on Thursday night. And then on Friday, another live call-in show, and then True Strength of Field with Mike Halpin. That'll be interesting. Mike says some good shit. And then on Saturday, I have the guy coming on, Mike Salieris, who hypnotized Tyson Bagent before he went to the Combine, and also hypnotized his dad, Travis Bagent, before he won his first world title in arm wrestling. All right, guys, thank you. I appreciate everyone. I extend my gratitude for James for being patient with me, James Townsen, being cool as fuck, to all of you guys for participating, making this a safe place to have open dialogue, and may the world be filled with happy children and safe children who get adopted by gay men. Thank you.